Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
What's up, dirty dogs?
What's up, everybody? Guys, I think this is going to be a secret squirrel meeting, and if she doesn't show up, I'm not going to stream it, because, I mean, it's just boring as fuck. I'm not going to sit here. They all get along. It's, you know, again, the fire's not there. We need the chemistry. We want the chemistry. And I have a feeling she's not showing up. I thought this was a normal meeting, which it should be. It's the first of the month meeting. It's not on their regular site like it should be. Obviously, some of the people have showed up, almost enough for a quorum. And I have a feeling she is not going to show up. But if she shows up, I'm all down for it. But if the old super mayor doesn't show up, it's going to be just a boring, normal meeting that I think might as well watch the fire at that point. It's going to be more exciting. You know what I mean? Shout out to Critical Smoker for showing it. I'm just kind of tired of the, nobody showing up. One shows up, the other one doesn't show up, and then there's nothing getting done, no fireworks, no nothing. You know what I mean? It's just kind of baloney and cheese. So, yeah, I know that, that restream update was obviously terrible, so now I can't change the titles on Twitter. So now the last of what it shows is what you'll see. So now it says fire on there, and I'm assuming if I go live with a chase in 10 minutes, it's going to now say Dolton on there. Something's wrong with their update on Restream. So it's got problems. What's up around the cabin? Well, might as well do this. Let's heat up a first round. Hopefully she gets there. Tiffany wrote a little note to, or sent a little message to Trump. So yeah, Tiffany wants to work with Trump. Yeah, boy. She wants that pardon. The question is, do you think that even if Trump did get in trouble for all the bullshit that they were trying to pin on him, he could now just pardon himself? Yeah. Tell me what else I did. Yeah, okay. Is that it? Okay. Yeah, I'm pardoned. You think Tiffany wants a pardon? Well, she has to get in trouble first for her to have a pardon. She didn't get in trouble for anything, as far as I know. Oh, that old Stanley Brown. There goes Cent. Old Stanley don't know where to sit. He showed up. Where do I sit, man? I mean, I don't even know what this place is like. Where you ever sit me? All right, let's get the volume up now here on Critical Smoker's page. Out to Critical Smoker. Put it up halfway for now. So, make sure it's all good. Okay, we're perfect. We're good to go. She has to get in trouble, Sam, in order to be pardoned. She hasn't gotten in trouble. She doesn't need a pardon right now. Until she's convicted of anything. She hasn't been convicted. She hasn't been even indicted. Forget convicted. You got to be indicted first. She hasn't been indicted on anything. So we'll see.
I'm sure the Wi-Fi can handle more than 4 people.
All right, everybody.
Smoke.
Come on, you ready?
Come on, Hoosier. What are you doing, dude?
It's AST 2025.
Pretty good. What about you?
I mean, look, there's 2 seats left. You have Jason, who's missing. You have Tiffany, who's missing. Oh, and there's one more over there. There's 3 seats left. And we're missing somebody else. Who am I forgetting about? Oh, yeah, I see her face. I don't know her name. So there's definitely 1,
Just a few minutes from starting, y'all.
At least two more trustees are missing. And, of course, the mayor. So there is 3 seats left. And I'm trying to read the name tags. I don't see Tiffany Hinyard there. You know she wants to sit in the middle because she's so important. She got the gavel and everything right there.
You ready?
There she is. That's the lady I was thinking about. Forget her name. Why I gotta sit next to her? Because you gotta sit next to her, because I ain't sitting next to
So we're
her.
just waiting on Andrew Holmes and Tiffany.
That's all we're waiting for now. And you know what she's saying? Like, I ain't sitting next to her. You sitting next to her, because I ain't sitting next to her. Kiana Belcher's like, I can't sit next to her. That's it. We finna fight. Kiana's in the blue. And I want to go out on a limb and say that Kiana in the blue and Tiffany Hinyard are probably the ones that butt the heads the most. Like, she ain't playing with her. Like, fuck you. I'm standing on business. I'm sure Dots is in there. He got illegally hired, then fired. Wait, you can't hire him. Okay, he's now relieved of his duty that he didn't even do. Dude, her butt. This is not a hotel. This is at somewhere else. It's some hall they have. They're at a bank normally. Maybe it's the Holiday Inn's banquet room. I don't know. Looting and rioting in Philly, huh? Over what? Because they done lost it, did? Alright, hold on. It's not time yet, Stinks. It ain't time. I know you want food, but it ain't time just yet. I know you want it. Okay, I know.
We got Andrew Holmes in the house.
Alright. Well, Holmes and Jason take up those two, so then, yeah, there's one more, I guess, for Tiffany. Andrew Holmes is the one that got in trouble for allegedly, possibly, maybe doing something in Vegas that he wasn't supposed to do. Well, none of the news in Philadelphia are showing it, if that rioting is true. One would figure that they'd be showing it, because they're all live. I just checked CBS, ABC, NBC, and Fox in Philadelphia, and nothing's coming up. I don't know. I'm not telling you you're lying, but one would figure if that's going on, that's big news. Get it, Red Trash. You're making Jason proud.
So we're just waiting on Tiffany, y'all.
Come on, Tiffany, make it all late in here. You coming up in here all late. The casually late Tiffany. In yard. So she gonna sit next to Andrew Holmes.
And Jason.
Okay, so then where's Jason sitting and where is she sitting? So we missing somebody. Somebody missing a chair. Well, there's an extra mic next to him down there. One would figure Andrew Holmes would have been down there. And then you sit Jason next to Tiffany, but yeah, I don't see any looting at all or rioting or anything. They're busy doing the news. I mean the weather and let's see. Yeah, they're talking about the hurricane right now over Miami in the Gulf. Election results happening right now. Let's see. No.
What up, cutie?
Jackson Township, Ocean County fire. That's what they're showing right now. Live Philly news.
Well, Andrew's gonna be here if Tiffany's gonna be here, so that's why he's here.
Well, let's hope she
And
shows
Stan
up.
Brown.
Because I don't want no goddamn secret squirrel
favorite dinners look
We
like
need a
that.
good
Almost
one,
like
Critical.
Sitting in amongst royalty and stuff.
How you been doing?
Hey, I'm live. Look, I'm Finn Bush asking him a question.
You speaking tonight?
Well, she didn't pay the bill on the other attorney, so that's why she's got a different attorney. Apparently she don't like to pay her bills, apparently. Allegedly is not a bill payer. Yeah, I just looked over all of them twice. As of 7:37. 2 of them are talking about Hurricane Rafael. Another one's talking about a fire. $12 minutes. Just 12 more minutes. Yeah, 12 minutes. 12 minutes and you get a whole can. Oh, I know you're angry. It's the time change. Don't be mad at me. It's the time change. And I won't want them to do it anymore either, Stinkings. But it's not me holding your food back. Just so you're clear. Just so we're clear.
It's right 24 hours.
Guys, we're watching Critical Smoker on YouTube. I'll link
That
his
is
page
great.
here in a moment. Yeah, I've looked nationally. I can't find anything of anybody looting anything. Not even old stuff. Stink's going wild. Of course he is. You know, he's always got to eat every 2 seconds. That's him. That's Stinkums, all right. That is Stinkums. That's who he is. That's it, Kev. No love for the daylight savings time.
Jason House just walked in.
Oh boy, okay, so only one left. You know what that is. Oh, Tiffy. Tiffy said, oh, I gotta wait for everybody to sit down. If everybody ain't sit down, they ain't putting no spec on it. And all y'all better have some spec on my name right now. Just tell you. Tiff's gonna make you put the spec on it. It's almost time to call the roll. That's it, Taiji. She almost here. Taiji, you banging? You smashing Tiff? I bet. Let's see if he sits in the middle. He's like, where do I sit? Do I sit in the middle and then have Tiffany make a fool of me? When I have to get up right now? When she makes me get up? Or do I sit right here? I'm just going to sit right here. Because remember, she did that to him last time. Last time when she rolled up all late, came in here, interrupted the meeting that was going just fine.
She's going to be casually late.
Hell yeah, she got to wait till everybody sit down.
Casually late.
Oh yeah, we up in here now. We can start the shit. Smash. Taji's getting it. Taji likes it all. The pogs. He likes it all. Taji got a crush on Meg.
She was one of the funniest videos I ever made.
What, something? 9 minutes. It's right here, Ryan. He's walking around. That's why I don't put the camera on. He's I won't say he's angry. I just say he's hungry. So he keeps circling me and stuff. He wants his food. You know, the time change has fucked him up. I tried to explain to him about the time change, but he doesn't get it. I mean, most people don't. I don't understand it much myself, why they even bother with it anymore. But, there you go. She's being fashionably late, Tony. She a diva. She got to walk in all late. You know, that's how it works. Oh, are y'all here? All right, now we can start because I'm here. That's a power move. She's all about the power move. Ain't nobody doing nothing till I show up. That's power.
What up, potato?
And that's all that is. That's straight up. I'm trying to tell you. That's a power move. People realize
Nikita
that some
said
do.
That she has like legally 3 minutes to show up, and then they can start without her.
I almost want to run out there and just feed him now. It's only 7 minutes early, and that way I don't miss her entrance. Because I know if she does get here, the fire's gonna be, what do you call it, going. So yeah, let me do that.
Make sure you speak into the mic so we can pick it up.
Uh-oh, great, here we go.
Just speak into the mic. Don't turn it on now. Turn it off, but speak into the mic. Don't hold it back like this. Speak into the mic so we can hear you and we can pick it up. Okay?
Ain't nothing come out that mic.
All right, I'll put on Philadelphia just so you can hear what's going on. We'll see, because two of you have said that. So we'll see. I see nothing on the news. I'm going to go feed him really quick, guys.
Let's chat. I got your number. Yeah. About 10 questions. Okay. So they can start after 15 minutes if you really fill up. You fucking on up. He just said something like that. Test.
Working? We all there? Knock the router over. We all good? You guys can hear me? Everything's okay? Didn't miss anything? Okay, good. Thinks he's enjoying his food now. Everything's
Thank you,
good.
Rick Bree. God bless you as always, brother.
I have the scanner on right
Appreciate
now.
your
I'm not
support.
hearing a fucking thing. Citywide Philadelphia
I'm
Police.
humbled.
Not a thing has been on. I put it on before I left. Did you hear it go off? I heard it a little bit of, they said something. I don't know what you guys are hearing. Okay. Any radio you may hear besides Critical Smoker is all from Philadelphia. You said Philadelphia, right? Okay, that's what we're listening to. I'm not hearing a fucking thing. And there's 262 people that watch or listening, which isn't very many. That's what I'm saying, Tony. Just bullshit. Or maybe they're listening to some other dumb shit and they think it's looting or rioting. Because, again, it would be all over the news. And I've looked at all the news, too. There. Not here. There. And not one of the 6 stations that are there are talking about it. Not one. It'd be pretty big news. I'm sorry, 4 stations, not 6. 4. Still talking about the weather. I just went going through them all right now. Action News ain't showing nothing. Hurricane Raphael again. NBC isn't showing it. Let's take a look at Fox. Fox 29. They're not showing. They're showing the election results. Nope, not one of them showing it. We had the radio on for over 2 minutes so far and nothing. Nada. Zip. Zero. Zilch. So stop the cat. Open your window, Ryan. Can you hear anything? I think I could hear him across the city doing bad stuff. That was the dog whistle. Didn't she come out and tell you to accept the results and be peaceful? That's the dog whistle, to do the complete opposite. No means yes, yes means no. Cheesecake Factory looting? What? No way. Not that. There ain't no looting going nowhere. They looting in their minds. There you go. Another outhouse of some sort. Garage, maybe. Oh, are they gonna say something? Nope, nope. He's busy at the ice cream shop, Tonka. No need to bug him. How long would you say they've been sitting down now? All of them have been there for almost 10 minutes. Power move, ladies and gentlemen. Power move. You don't do shit. You show up and don't do shit till I say you do it. Power move. Tiffany's Uber's running late. Tiffany's smoking a joint out back. That's what I heard anyway. Someone told me she was out back smoking a joint. So dang, I'll join you, girl.
Thank you, Osirion. Appreciate it. God
There's
bless
the
you.
current look at the
And
fire,
I'm
guys,
hungry.
as the sun's dropping here. Teleportas.
Thank you, Reality Check TV Chicago in the building with the $2 super chat. Show my man Reality Check some love too. We both out here on the ground, holding it down.
First line 15.
Oh.
Live down Longshore, first one line. Email call 156 Sean.
Scott.
Somebody running. Okay, one call
Thank
for
you for showing up.
That's
15 Longshore, Tarsdale, first one gone. Female call 156 Sean. Pull someone running. Call again, reported on Johnson further.
there you go. Shooting. So there's a shooting in Philly. Not anything strange. Probably get 25 a day, if that, more, if not more.
Jeez, it's almost 7 o'clock, y'all.
See, so it was nothing. Still haven't heard a peep of any looting or burglarizing or stealing of any kind. 5 minutes we've been listening now. 5 minutes. So stop the cab. Another one gone. Ay, ay, ay. Just a blazing inferno at this point. Somebody's life up in flames. Why aren't they putting fire on it? Well, because again, they're very limited with fire. They've already had pressure issues. And as soon as it's, like I said, as soon as the house catches fire, that's really it. Now they're going to protect the ones next to it that aren't burning. So you protect this from spreading. That's what you're doing.
They're 23 minutes late, y'all.
That's really their mode of operandi. Their modus operandi. Their mode of operation. That's the sucky part. That's why some people decide to stay. And they just fight the battle of their own for their own home. You know, like that guy we just saw. He was an ex-firefighter, and he had bought a pool pump with the hose and just started, you know. I mean, what's a pool hold? 1,000 gallons of water, if not more? I mean, I don't know. Depends on the size of the pool, right? It's a lot of water you can have right there. And then you have, like he said, his wife doing the spot fires with the garden hose. You work together to save the house. That way your mansion doesn't go up like that. At this point, you just let it all burn the brush so it can't come back for another
here, y'all.
almost year. Oh, she's here?
In the building.
Oh, boy. Where's she at? Where's she at? I ain't seen her. Oh, here she go. Look at her hair. She got her hair did. She looks good. Yeah, everybody wait for you. Sit your ass down. There go Dots. Dots is her little Bobby. Come here, Bobby. Come here, little Bobby. Guys with guns, no looting. So, nothing happening in Philly. That's a lie. It's a lie.
Thank you, no apologies. Super God bless you. I am humble.
Look, come get me a chair. Come on, Bobby. Give me a chair. Man, you what? You couldn't get your own fucking chair? That's what I would have told homeboy. Is your fucking hands broken? Can't get your own goddamn chair? Who is you? Who the fuck is you? Fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck. It's a lawyer. I don't care who it is. Her boyfriend. Motherfucker got two hands, got some arms. His ass can get it together. Old Dots is the chair getter. Shout out to Dots.
You guys gotta connect the dots. D-O-T-T-S. Dots.
Maybe that's the new lawyers on both sides. Boy, she got her hair did and everything, Ty G. She ready. This is the first time in over almost 2 months now that they've all sat together and did a meeting. We don't even know if this meeting will last. Hopefully it does. Knock on wood. But I don't know. Oh, you need to get me one of them Fijis too? Yeah, because old Dots didn't bring it. Everybody else got the fucking regular waters, but she got the Everybody else got the Kirkland. She got the Fiji. Oh, she got a smart water down there. I didn't see.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming out this evening. Today, I would like to call on one of the regular.
Let me turn it up.
Today is Wednesday, November 6th, 2024, and the time is 6:57 p.m. Please call the roll.
27 minutes late.
Trustee Norwood. Aye. Trustee Stan Brown.
Present.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Present.
Trustee House.
Present.
Trustee Holmes.
Here.
Trustee Dolton.
Here.
We have 8 comments.
Let me see if they're on their normal channel, because if we are, we'll use their shit, just in a sense, because he can't connect into their audio. They won't allow it, I'm sure of it. It makes it harder.
Stand for prayer. If you would, stand around, stand for prayer.
Bro, this shit sounds way too... What? What's going on? Bro. Old Stanley.
We don't know, give you courage. He will strengthen their heart. Wait on the Lord. Amen.
Maybe we can try another thing here, but their audio's not up. Their feed is not up like it normally is. And that's the problem here. Normally we have that feed. Hold on a sec, guys. Come on.
Comment.
Let's see. See if this might be better. Hold on. I don't know why his is behind.
All right, so hello everyone. First, I just wanted to thank our about to be Mayor Jason House and the trustees for allowing us to actually have a meeting somewhere where it's safe, it's disability accessible, and it's somewhere where we feel comfortable. Next, I just wanted to just look at the current administration.
I don't know if it's any better.
Why won't you step down? This is an embarrassment to Dolton. This is an embarrassment to Thornton Township. This is an embarrassment to all of us residents. William Moore is here. He's not even on the payroll anymore. This is just like a game to a lot of them, and these are our lives that are in jeopardy. Tiffany, she's not anybody that would represent me as a black woman, as a single mother. She is a complete joke. She have put so many lives in disparity. Like, it's so many people that are hurt behind her leadership, and she have no care in the world about it. It's just ridiculous that she do the things that she do and don't even care about the lives that are affected behind what she do. I asked a lot of people to vote for her. A lot of people to vote for her. I come to this meeting every month because I'm going to continue to ask her to step down. I feel like myself, I've been bamboozled, I've been hoodwinked, led astray, because when I asked people for her vote, I wasn't myself. I had a tumor. So a lot of people know my story. So I wasn't right in my head, but now that I'm right in my head, I'm definitely asking everybody to make sure that they vote Clean House 2025 to get her out of that seat. I just want to say that I saw her post, and now she's a Trump supporter. The other day at the meeting at Thornton Township, you was talking about Kamala Harris, but now today you post that you Team Trump, and you want to send him a message for what? So you can get out of jail early? That makes like no sense to me on why she would want to be a Trump supporter all of a sudden.
Because she's a
Anyway,
skulker.
I know that this is going to be a movie, and I just asked that Beyonce play me if she's watching this, because I know that a lot of people will be watching this, and I just want to make sure that we all know that Clean House 2025, we definitely got to vote this corruption out, Thornton Township and Dolton, because we don't deserve what we're going through. Thank you.
I love it, man. I love it. Beyonce to play me.
Oh, okay. Okay. Greetings in the name of the Father. Look, I will say I got a litany of things. Can you hear me?
Shout out to the Dolton trustees. This is their channel.
Any and everybody.
Dolton trustees. I'll link the page in a moment.
When it comes to the Warrant list, I really would like for us to be able to sometimes pick it up ourselves and see it on one of the agenda when we come to the meeting. I also want to know what's in the TIF fund, if we are messing with anything in that. I also want to get around to the crossing guards, how many are needed, how many do we have, and I do know we don't have enough because I'm out there volunteering with the crossing guards, which never bothered me.
Where's Stacy at? She's a crossing guard.
The ordinances, when it comes to, one time I think Belcher spoke about it, the ordinances for us to ask certain questions, to be it the mayor, the trustee, or whomever, that they be allotted maybe 1 minute or something like that to answer us, and our time not be interfered with it. I'm only cleaning, I'm clearing the bush homes, because if it's clear in Las Vegas, you know, when it came to the community, you've been knowing me a long, long time, so I still want to hear how it's clear here when it came to that, because we need clear here when something happens somewhere else. We don't want it to keep lingering on here. I also want to know where we are on these payouts for the lawsuits that we are having, that we have here in the Village of Dolton, when it comes to where we still stand with the water reclamation. And, you know, true to light, that Robert rule, you know, there ain't no liberty without no rules, so, you know, we got to start kicking hard with these rules. You hear what I'm saying? It's also, I'm going to try to get through. I still think I got some time, and, you know, I'm going to go straight to what connects us is our humanality. You hear what I'm saying? And we've had a lot of dissension here in the Village of Dolton.
The mic is way too hot.
It's
too
an
much
old
cane.
village agenda. Y'all want to know how many pages this is? And it also has citizens' address put into it. We simply need to not go back to the old ways and the old days. And as I lovingly had asked this young man, y'all got to put some clothes on Chicago Road. That's called revenue. Either way it go, we got to have so much consistent revenue coming in here. We've got to get better when it comes to our police department. We can't keep having officers not wanting to come and work in our community. We can no longer turn away from officers that are doing things that they shouldn't do in the community. And for God's sake, when it comes to outsiders, do y'all have to help me get some kind of ordinance to keep outsiders out of here? Because when I say between 2021 and now, I ain't saying we dodged no tsunami, but you know what? We don't need no more water disasters hitting this community. And now that I mentioned water disasters, who checked our hydrants? Who's responsible for checking our house? Pardon me?
That's your 3 minutes.
That's my 3 minutes?
Yes.
Boy, y'all better be glad I love y'all.
Get it, girl. Could be a cheap mic, too, coupled with the fact that it's way too hot.
Madam Clerk, and the residents of Dolton. I am a vendor here in Dolton. I'm not a resident.
But see how you space it and it sounds decent?
Cleaning the police department. I'm here because
too close
we owed 4 months of pay. Even when we weren't getting paid, we still showed up each and every day to do our job. We have shown our integrity and have taken pride in what we do on a daily. We just want what is due to us. We have worked as a vendor. We give our time, our work ethic, and everything, but we can't work for free. I have watched previous board meetings, Mayor, where you have stated that the vendors shouldn't be working for free, that they should get paid, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to get what is due to us. Thank you.
Is that Burn Dookie?
Good evening.
No, that's not her.
I would like to start off by saying thank you to trustees Jason House, Kiana Belcher, Tammy Brown, Brittany Norwood, and Clerk Key for doing a great job and also being so welcoming to me and my husband here in Dolton. We live with the same criminal in two governments, which are the Village of Dolton and Thornton Township. The purpose of my comment tonight is to debunk the false allegations that the majority of us are haters, hecklers, and lawbreakers. But in fact, those of us that stand before you just want to rebuild a better community for everyone. It's not our fault that Tiffany Henyard has become the most infamous mayor in America due to her inability to listen to reason. Stan Brown, will you continue to be a rubber stamp for Tiffany? Or will you commit to serving the residents of this community the way you vowed to do when you took that seat? Andrew Holmes, why haven't you made a statement about the alleged rape of Fanil Dukes?
Oops.
I will never allow this question to fade away. William Moore, you like to quote scriptures. You should know that the Bible tells us to eat the whole scroll. Just don't take out bits and pieces to fit your narrative. You must acknowledge the good and the bad concerning your boss and both administrations. You do not appear as a godly man when you lock residents out of the people's house. Does this administration believe that intimidation is more effective than reason? If so, why do you allow DeMarcus Quigley, Michael Smith, and Keith Price the opportunity to heckle us? If you want the people's cooperation, then transparency is the key. Why are businesses allowed to flourish without having to pay to play? We the people have the right to be frustrated when we never get answers to our questions. And let me make this clear. We have never resorted to violence, although Tiffany and her goons have threatened us on several occasions. I want this administration to know that the residents would not be silenced through intimidation, false accusations, or fictitious lawsuits. We will continue to speak out against wrongdoing until those are blind see.
Your 3 minutes are up. Thank you.
Your time is up. Your time is up. Yeah, Ryan, he's eating right now. He just ate. I just fed him. He's probably still taking his time, finishing it all up.
Greetings. I missed the good old days every week before our mayor came into our meetings. We were on time at 6:30 starting time.
Oh, there he is.
Disrespect to us. Disrespect. Everybody in here has something to do, including her. Evidently, though, whatever we have to do, take second place to whatever she decides to assassinate in here with her little entourage and whatnot. Some of which we can, some of you don't. And I never apologize for any of her lateness. If you look on the top of your agenda, it says trustees meeting. There's not a damn thing on top of that agenda that says anything about a disrespectful, doodling, big dictator that won't even look her constituents in the eye and wants to kiss her ring. It is really pathetic. While I'm on that, I'd also like to point out the fact that I did see our illustrious mayor and want to tell her, I won't call them employees because they don't work there, at least one of them doesn't. But people out there doing all day, I always got something for them.
Speaking Spanish.
But you know, if you have to go for free and then be given the keys to our village hall, to lock us out of our own damn village hall.
Sounds like an AM radio caught between two channels.
This is why we're here. If it were not for the Park District, we may have to meet on a street corner somewhere. It's really disgusting the way this has proceeded over the months. There is no reason our own trustees and our own citizens do not have access to our own building.
It's pulling my
After
ears
all,
out, Golf.
the disrespectful will be dictated.
You can buy another subwoofer. I can't buy another ear.
There is some extensive information that I posted online about each one of them. You might want to take a look at it and
Dead right.
I'm going to give you a little bit of it now.
It's hysterical.
Okay, let's start with the police chief deputy, William Birch Jr. Okay, we're going to start there. According to ILUTSB Certifications Board, he is listed as the certified. He worked for Dolton PD 2012 to 2013. In 2019, he was charged with 10 felony offenses, 6 counts of aggravated battery,
3 minutes of this
and 1 count of false reporting stemming from an October 29 incident that occurred while serving in the Dixonville Police Force. He was convicted of 4 counts of aggravated battery, 1 count of official misconduct. Following a jury trial, he was
Is it getting better?
My mistake. 2 counts of aggravated battery and 1 count of official misconduct, and was sentenced to 2 years probation. His probation was just finished in July, and this is what we can find for a police chief.
All right, your time is up.
Thank God.
Well, I would have no time if you give me more time.
Thank you so much.
Like you're supposed to.
Thank you. Holy shit, if that mic works perfect right now, that's got to tell you everything you need to know.
All right, I'm keeping my own time because I don't need William Moore to take time for me. So, first I'd like to thank you two for looking
change
at the
mics.
residents while we speak. Thank you for that. Next, I would like to ask, why are
See
you
what happens when you
sitting
take
at
the
that
mic
table?
out of your mouth?
Too many people up there. You shouldn't be out there.
That mic's just fine.
Can anyone answer? I mean, I know you are friends, guests, but you shouldn't be sitting up there.
Talking
You
about
don't represent this village.
That's right. What are you all doing up there?
So, and Mr. Volunteer, you came in here to start trouble. I saw you when you turned your camera on to start recording people. That's a no-no, buddy. Up in this house, you don't do that. Now, what I really would like to know is, I'm a senior citizen and I'm disabled, so I am looking for
golf.
permanent housing, Mayor Henry. You said that there's what, how many million in the township? But when I called asking for assistance trying to locate housing, they said there was no money. Can you tell me where the money is and the help for me to have my own living space? I don't play bingo. I don't need bingo. I need a place to live. I need a residence, a permanent residence. I know I'm not going to get an answer, but I would appreciate some information instead of lies about how much money the township has, and they're in the black. Again, don't keep my time, buddy.
Yeah, Stink's just finished eating. That's why he's taking a bath.
Good evening, everyone. I didn't know that that seat was reserved for you, Mr. Moore, because I don't know what qualifies you to be in that seat as reserved. So
Shots
had I
fired.
known that, I would have sat there politely in your place. I want to start with something, Tiffany. I hate that I'm going to be all over the place in this comment, but it's
Mike's
been a
fine.
while. I mean, you've done so much, and the meetings were canceled. It's just been very difficult to really address you. But the event that you had, I think it was the back to school, whatever it was, when you were giving away free things, and you literally pointed out people that you didn't like, that were in your line, that you were helping, and that was disgusting. Have some integrity, have some dignity. You're a public official, and you're ridiculing and chastising people for getting the help that you always are advertising. So when they take advantage of it, that's your opportunity to chastise them, to out them, to act like, you know, you're bigger than everyone. That was disgusting, and you shouldn't do that. Also, one thing I love about this setup, and shout out to the trustees for making sure that the meeting was in a place that can accommodate everyone that wants to attend. But what I really love is how you guys are sitting arm in arm. It's not I'm up here, you're down here, like how you like to try to present it, Tiffany, to feed your ego or whatever.
Power move.
This is how it should be.
Power
You can't
move.
do anything without them. But on the flip side, they actually can do something without you. But even still, you should be sitting arm to arm. There is no you're up there, they're down here. So I actually like this setup for that reason, and I'm glad they're back, you know, to how it should be, how the meetings should be conducted. Secondly, you know, I really want to know, Tiffany, if you know what hypocritical means or being contradictory, because you do it so second-naturedly. I'm wondering if you even know what the term is, because, I mean, like, do you watch these meetings? Do you go back and watch these meetings and see your behavior, see your comments, see how you rally for certain things that you deny other people the opportunity to do? I'm just curious if that ever even dawns on you, if you even care, or if you're that removed from reality that you don't need to reconcile that within yourself. But you're a ball of contradictions, literally like a snowball. You just pick up, you're just constantly contradicting yourself. You're the biggest hypocrite I've ever seen in my life. Just like someone said, I mean, 1 minute you're Team Kamala, and then the next, it's Team Trump. You know, I want to sit down with you. Do you think for a minute, Tiffany, he's going to honor that? Do you think he even, well, he probably does know you, unfortunately, but do you think he would invite you to anything? I mean, anyone. I mean, you're on your way out. I don't know if you know that, but you're actually on your way out in more ways than one.
All right, your 3 minutes is up.
Thank you. I appreciate the time. Thank you.
I love it. Hopefully, Dookie Burner.
Greetings.
There's the
Good
Dolton
evening,
trustee
residents.
right there. This is his
Former
channel.
Future trustee Edward Steve.
He used to be a
Greetings
trustee.
to the residents, greetings to the board, mayor, the attorneys. Thank y'all for coming out. I'm thankful that this meeting is here. For 2 years, 3 years, she said everything was here was illegal. Now she's forced to come here to do the right thing. The judge forced her to come here to do the right thing. And she's been saying that secret squirrel meeting for how long? And people were believing it. Everything they did here was illegal. So she was saying it's a secret squirrel meeting. Now she has to come to the secret squirrel meeting. Isn't that humbling? It's time to do the right thing. It's unfortunate the attorneys who, I guess, I don't know if y'all been paying attention to what's going on. You're like the third one in. I don't know if you think something will be different. She's the same person. She runs through people all the time. And it's not going to change just because you're there. It's not going to change. And now they want to appoint the people they want to appoint. Did we hear any plan about safety with the new police chief? We hear anything about guns, violence? No, it's about protecting her. It ain't about protecting the village, period. The attorneys ain't about protecting the village. It's about protecting her. So it's time, residents, we have to change this reality. And we only 3 months away. 3 months away to February, and we know what to do. We know what to do. It's in our hands. We can change this. We're tired of this. These meetings run so smooth when she's not here. They get things done when this administration's not here. They keep up chaos, and it's time to change that.
Right.
So, Clean House 2025. It's good to see everybody. Peace.
Shout out to Dolton trustees. He's right. He's right. He ain't lying.
All right, good evening. So I moved to Dolton in December of 2020, and since I moved here, I've been doing my best to stay engaged and informed. I just would love to start by saying I don't envy any of your positions. I know your roles come with a great deal of responsibility, and I commend you all for continuing to show up, because at the end of the day, we're all still human.
Believe so, John.
Right? And I hope that I can be honest and just say, as a resident, I feel like a casualty. I have a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings about what I watched transpired in the last 3 to 4 years. However, I understand that there's not a lot of time to have a discourse about how I feel about things, because there's so much work that needs to be done. We now have a new president-elect, and I think that there is no better time than now to organize and strengthen our community, starting with bringing the politics back to the people. There's a lot of decisions that's being made on the behalf of Dolton residents, yet there are no town halls. The committee meetings have stopped. We need to prioritize data-driven decision-making. It is important for us, and it is time to prioritize our strengths, learning about our strengths in a strategic way, assessing our needs, and lobbying for them. The conversation about the Black middle-class agenda starts here in local government. Next, the important work that needs to be done is with our finances. I sat here and I digested a 45-slide presentation talking about the deficit. It is hard. That was hard. I am a young homeowner. I am a mother. I am a primary parent. And that was, I digress, because that's my feelings again. So let me get back to the facts. It is time for a strategic plan be delivered to the residents about finances. Let that be 90 slides long at this point. So residents like myself can be prepared, so we can know if property taxes are going to increase, so we can know if fines are going to be coming down the pipeline, at the very least, so we can be prepared. We are at a special time right now. It is, I had a really emotional day, but I feel like we are at a special time to be refocused, to be re-energized, to make sure that we are armed with skills and equipped with tools in a position to advocate as a unified community. That takes data, that takes talking, sometimes that even takes kicking it, right? But we do need a plan to make data-driven decisions. Thank you all so much.
Good evening, everyone.
What does it say? Y'all going to...
Can you hear me?
Fuck, I didn't see the bottom.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Y'all going to
I
jail.
had to take my shirt out of retirement so I can remind the mayor that you are going to jail and the rest of the crew. Y'all are definitely going to jail. Why are we here? Why are we at the Park District? Because you constantly violated the Open Meetings Act. And I just want to thank the trustees for listening to the cries of the citizens. And I want to thank residents like Dan Lee, Rosie, and if I miss any other people that wrote letters to the AG office, I appreciate you all because you guys really put a light on this situation. All the residents have ever wanted from this mayor, we want to know where our money is at. We tired of you hiring people that's not qualified and paying them large amounts of money. This is why these people, this man sitting right here, they so loyal because they're getting paid. He will never find a job like this again. This man ain't never made this type of money before in his life. And the reason that she pays these people the way she pays them, to keep the loyalty.
Get the kickback from them.
And I just have a problem. And with the attorneys, are you guys going to allow her to hide the money from the residents? Y'all going to go with what the Delgado was doing? Y'all going to do the same thing? They sat up there too, like you're sitting up there, and they let her do a lot of stuff that shouldn't have been done. So that's why we're here. When is Andrew Holmes going to stand up? He had a rape charge over him, and he never said, I didn't do that. Anybody that honestly didn't do something like that, they would be saying, oh no, I didn't do that.
That's right.
And then when Vegas came back, he still didn't say nothing.
Right?
Don't think you got away, man. You ain't got away. You have not gotten away. They still on you. And Tiffany, you can write all you want. You can write, I'm not going to jail. I don't know what you're writing over there. But you so into that paper, and you don't even have enough sense to look at the people that put you in, some of the people, because I sure didn't put you in office. I didn't vote for you. You or Burge, when y'all was against each other.
I knew you.
Because I knew both of y'all was garbage. So I didn't come out. Me and my husband didn't even come out, because I already knew. But you don't even have a sense to even look in our face. But you rather just steal our money and do what you want to do. It's a shame. The lawyers is looking at us, but you the mayor, and then you want to come up in here. Well, I am the mayor. Yeah, we know, but you're not conducting yourself as a mayor.
All right, your 3 minutes
You're
up.
not
Thank you.
conducting yourself.
Your 3
and
minutes
you
up.
are going to
Your
jail.
3 minutes is up. Thank you so much.
Your,
Is there anybody else? Is there anyone else?
You gonna be with
Your 3 minutes up.
your 3 minutes up. 3 minutes up.
Remember that.
Y'all going to jail.
Your goons, they going to jail too.
All right, go ahead. You have the floor.
All right, y'all go ahead. It's great. Fantastic.
I want to start by saying there's nobody like the God I serve. And I only want to say that because he only allowed me to come as far as this podium. And that's the only person I fear and thing I fear besides going to jail. So I'm not going to go past this podium like he told me. But I only come up to here to say, because Las Vegas said what they said, because a lot of places say what they say when they say things like this, so I'm going to ask you myself. Why would you do that? And if I'm lying, all these people right here, all the cameras, her, all these people, tell them I'm lying then. Is that why you've never said anything? Is that why you disappeared as soon as this came out? Is that why? I'm supposed to be scared of you? Hell, motherfucking no. So tell me I'm lying, or tell them why.
So is that the chick?
All right.
Dang, look at that butt.
Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt.
Justice for Vanilla. Yes.
Not gonna dress her because we all can see that. That's cool. I already figured that out. Me growing up under her. Me growing up under you.
Badongadong.
Trustee, hold on. Let her finish so don't go back and forth. Hold on. We at a board meeting. Trustee, you have this opportunity to speak, but this is not fair. Don't go back and forth. You can say something when you're done. All right, you got 30 more seconds.
Getting hot.
30 more seconds. Wait, get ready. Let them go back and forth. I'm going to give you the floor.
Don't let her mute you.
Let her finish.
Don't let her mute you. Say something. She deserves it. She's a victim.
Just like she didn't.
She's a victim.
She didn't care.
Just say it now. She's been waiting. She's been waiting. Say something. I beg you.
All right, your time is up. Thank you so much. All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. I don't care. It's getting spicy, kaboom.
All right, guys, you're not going to get a statement if you're out of order. Simple as that. So, okay, it's over with. Y'all can have a seat. Let me finish my meeting. Drew will have the opportunity.
Let me finish
but it is
my
not right
meeting.
now. So thank you.
Not
Thank you.
our
Next
meeting.
on the agenda is... Oh, you got another person? Oh, I didn't know. I thought she was the last one. Go ahead. You have 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
I was standing with the victim since nobody else wanted to. Since you can't say nothing to her. I don't know why you let her silence you. You look stupid for letting her silence you. Say something. It's been months. And Miss Supervisor, Miss Super Mayor, why you say you like transparency and you're a black woman, you want a whole black woman up. But look at all these black women that need to be held up. Somebody needing housing, Benita Dukes, everybody else, Alexis Wilson, come on. And why'd you lock you went to court the other day, didn't you, Mrs. Super Mayor? And didn't you perjure yourself and tell the court, the judge, that you didn't live at the address that you live at? Why did you change the locks in the garage door opening if you don't live there? Where do you live, Miss Supermayor? Do you live in Dolton? Are you even capable of being here? This is a community that needs to be lifted up, and all you do is beat them down. Jedediah sent me here tonight. I drove an hour to be here. So I can say this to you. I've been watching you for months, and you're a clown. You are a clown. This community doesn't need to be beat down every time you turn around. You went and you complained because somebody took down them ugly-ass banners. Them banners are stupid. Stupid. What if you? When I drive through Dolton, what do I see? A disgrace, a displacement. It doesn't need to be this way. You need to put the money that you stole, allegedly, into the pockets of the people that live here. You owe the landlord $8,000, don't you? Right. I mean, you stealing all the money. I mean, you make all the money, allegedly. And she's stealing it all, too. I drove an hour to be here. You could at least look at me. I'm tired of looking at the wig. I tell you what. It's broke down. It needs a break. Give it a rest. Try a new hairdo.
Rhodey, thank you so much.
You really need to say something to you. I'm a victim. I've been raped. I've been beat and everything else. I can sympathize. You advocate for everybody
pay,
else.
Rhodey.
Sitting there, I see you on TV, sleeping
why.
outside, but you can't say anything to her. You let the supervisor silence you? Are you a man? Come on now. You can't advocate for one and then say you advocate for all, but you can't advocate for her, the person you put your hands on. You took advantage of her while she was sleeping. That's low of the low. I don't even know why I'm talking to you, but I'm begging you, say something. Don't let her fucking silence you. That's stupid. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, Rhodey, it's all about the money and the perks, all the little things, the great benefits, health insurance, dental, medical, all that. I'm sure they get. Making $250K a year in a small town, you live like a king or queen.
And mean it.
All right, anyone else?
And that's just the job here. Remember,
Yes,
she's also the supervisor of the Thornton Township at the same time. So she's probably making close to $500,000 a year, I bet, somewhere in there, $400 to $500K range.
Is that it? All right, we're moving on. Next on the agenda is general announcement. Do any trustees have any general announcements? All right, go ahead.
This should get interesting.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? Okay. Good evening. Just want to make a couple of announcements. Senior Thanksgiving luncheon is here, November the 14th. Right here at the Lester Long Fieldhouse. It's from 11:30 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. Residence cost is $5. Non-residence
Uh-oh. Mike took a
attitude and
shit.
community. Let's get community and give thanks as we spend this special moment together. So please come out right here in this room here, the Lester Long Fieldhouse, again, November the 14th, 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Also, the Senior Christmas Luncheon. Join us as we celebrate this holiday season where lots of laughter and joy fill the
This
air.
it is.
That's
That
December the
DJ.
12th, 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Again, that cost is $5 for residents, and non-residents is $6.25. Also, we're going to have tea with the trustees this coming Saturday, and that is November the 9th at 9:30 a.m. Please come out. This is the time for residents to tell us, the trustees, what you want to see, things that you have in your communities that you're not able to get up tonight and get an answer for. So please come out Saturday, tea with the trustees, 9:30 a.m. right here in this room here, the Lester Long Fieldhouse. We want to see, I always say every time that I talk about this each month, come out as you do tonight, come out Saturday and get some good information this Saturday. Again, thank you, and thank you for coming out.
All right. Is there anyone else?
Yes.
All right.
Good evening, everyone. November 23rd, Spence Cook Grand Lodge and Serenity Grand Chapter number 21, the Commander Consensory will have a turkey giveaway that's at 14141 Martin Luther King Drive.
I can't wait.
The time is from 1 p.m.
Thanksgiving.
to 3 p.m.
Turkey.
It is for Dolton and Riverdale residents. We give away turkeys every year. This is November 23rd at Spence Cook Grand Lodge. They'll be giving away turkeys, and the time starts at 1 p.m. And this is for Dolton and Riverdale citizens.
What's up, Jason? How are you, buddy?
All right. Anyone else?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Wednesday.
Brittany
I
Norwood,
would like to
where
thank
is you
Dolton
at?
Park District, Dolton Library, and Thornridge High School for their collaborative efforts regarding the Halloween party that they hosted last week. Not only was it a great time because I love going back to the high school that I graduated from, right? So it was fun walking through the halls and not having to report to class. So I like that part. And just seeing the children have a great time. It's nice to see the community bond, and it's nice to know that they can collaborate and the youth can benefit from it. So I thank them for those efforts. I'd also like to invite everyone to the Sleigh Rides and Good Vibes Family Holiday Party. It's Saturday, December 21st
Mics
from
are
12
fine.
noon to 3 p.m.
It's a little
right
too
here
hot,
at the
Nate.
Lester Long Field House.
Put it too close.
14700 Everett
too
Street,
close to her mouth.
Dolton, Illinois. And toys will be provided. So if you all would like to have more information, you all can contact Dolton Park at
Mary.
708-841-2111. I'm excited about everyone being able to come in inside the meeting this time. And I thank the mayor for joining our secret squirrel meeting also.
Anyone else?
It's more user
Yes, can I be
error.
recognized?
When that's happening, it's
Yeah,
because
I
they
want
put the
to first
mic
give,
too close.
A thank you, as we always do, to Dolton Park District, the Board of Commissioners, for their partnership
See how
and allowing
perfect
the
it
use of
sounds?
the space for this venue. I do see President Commissioner Willis Harris and President Cleo Jones. So I just ask everybody give them a quick round of applause.
Oh, Cleophas.
Without our partnerships, things become a lot more challenging. So we really do want to extend a thank you for all the hard work and efforts you've done. A couple of projects that we've mentioned at previous board meetings that I just want to kind of update residents on. One being that we mentioned the need for changing bank accounts from Fifth Third Bank to Wintrust Bank. The new account
Home
has
chick
been
at the end
opened.
doesn't seem impressed.
We are within 1
She
week
shouldn't
of
be there.
transferring the funds.
She
So
doesn't
that
do
way
anything for the city.
Funds can begin or checks or bills can begin to be paid with the intention of having it on a regular schedule, but we know there are some challenges that we still face. Second, the audit that we had not completed previously. We do have a firm that is in the process of doing the audit. On the agenda tonight is our audit engagement letter that will be voted on.
Oh, boy.
And that process will continue as well. Lastly, but definitely not least, I heard one individual come up here talking, referencing their bills. And right now we are working towards a budget. We mentioned that the board has received the draft budget and there are a lot of challenges with that budget. That being said, it is a task that we still must face. So we are continuing to work on a way that we can get our budget that will allow for back bills to be paid as well. We will honor all vendors that are paid.
She's
I
there,
have to say
Rocker.
It is going to be a challenging process.
She's sitting 2
for
seats
those
over.
who are owed money,
She's right next to
I'm asking
Stinks.
that you email first to the village administrator, Keith Freeman. That's K Freeman, Freeman, at vodalton.org. With a copy to myself.
Sig, thank you so much,
House
Sig.
At vodalton.org, and we will make sure that we continue to provide
Reverend
updated
Cleophas
statuses of where the bills are to be paid, and as time allows, we will be making payments as
Thank you,
our
Sig.
budget is processed and we have a better footing on where we're going. So those are the 3 points that we mentioned at each board meeting. I wanted to make sure I referenced that as well to keep the community informed. Thank you, Mayor.
All right. Anyone else?
There she is. I just heard her.
All right. So next on
here
the
we
agenda, we're gonna bring mayor's report up.
There she
So
is.
there's several things I want to talk to you about this evening. One being, I know the meeting had started over and it came here to the Park District. Unfortunately, everybody created so much confusion, so much chaos, that it was no need to move a meeting to this location. It's not even 22 people in here. So I don't agree with us going to someone else's house to conduct our business. Everywhere else, they have their location and it's in their house. So that's number one. Number two, you have to give respect in order to get it. A lot of you come to this mic talking about nothing. And when I say nothing, you're talking about Tiffany Hilliard. So that means that you really are fans of mine, and I appreciate that, because normally you will come up here and you will talk about the business as it relates to our village. But not one of you talk about any business that it relates to our village, whether it's fix your street, fix your alley, maybe your street lights out, whatever the issues are, but you don't speak to that. You speak of me, the person, Tiffany Hilliard. So thank you for being a fan of mine. Third.
Mine, not mine's.
It's a ton of things that we have going on. I have told you guys several times, we've always had resources at Thornton Township, because I know I get a lot of hate because I have 2 big positions. Thank God. God always have favor on me, and he have blessed me with being the first female youngest supervisor of the largest township in the state of Illinois. That's why I get all the attacks, because I do have the biggest position. And also, I am the mayor of my city here, my village. So we have a surplus in our township. So if anybody need any help, because y'all mixed the two up, y'all come here, talk about township, and vice versa. Over at the township, you can go to the GA department. That's general assistance. And yes, you have to qualify for certain services. So when you get up there, you saying that we didn't approve, you don't have this or don't have that, maybe you did not qualify for that service. So GA department helps you with your light, your gas, your water, your mortgage, your rent, and also we help you bury your loved ones, things that wasn't done before I got there, right? So these things that I created.
Talking
we also
down
have a
to 'em.
transportation department. So if anybody is in need of a ride to or from the polls, or if you need a ride to or from the grocery store, the doctor, we will take you and we will pick you up. We also have senior services. Senior services does a lot of community engagement, which I love. Everybody knows that. So I do a ton of events. Because when I do events, y'all call it parties. When somebody else do events, y'all say, oh, look at them doing community engagement. That's what I do as your super mayor. So if you are interested, you can sign up. Call 708-596-6040. Again, that number is 708-596-6040. After school program, because y'all know I love the kids. I don't care what nobody say, I love the kids. If you need help with your kids, and it's almost like a free daycare, I hate to say that, but that's what it's like, and you work a 9 to 5, and you get off at 5 o'clock, you basically sign up for our aftercare, well, I won't call it aftercare, after school program, and basically we will pick your kid up from school, we will take them to our location, which is in Riverdale, we will help them with their homework, we do penmanship, which they out of the schools, and we also do bilingual. I'm real big on learning a different language. So all these type of things we have at our township location. So if you're interested, all you have to do, again, call 708-596-6040, and you can sign your kid up. But please come and get them. Some of y'all leave them there after 7 o'clock. We close at 7. Come pick your babies up. So that's it for programming. Next, vendors. A lot of y'all come to the podium and y'all talk about things that you got no concrete evidence of. When you spoke about you're not getting paid and y'all addressed the mayor's the one that's always trying to pay everyone. I am not the one holding up paying you as a vendor. I'm not the one that did not put you on the warrant list / bills list. But guess what the Board of Trustees have done? They put all of themselves on the bills list to get paid for back pay for conferences. They put it on there to help their friends get paid. It's all on the warrant list. But if you want a copy of it, I keep telling you, for you, Freedom of Information Act, and you will know what I know. So when I speak up here, sometimes people have to listen. All the hate blocks the listening ear. You have to listen to both sides and then understand what is being said and what is going on. When you get one-sided narratives, then you go down a false narrative and you don't understand what is going on. But I have always fought for vendors. I've always fought for people to get paid, be paid, because you do a service here in our village, especially the people that clean up the police station, the village hall. I want you to get your money. I think the Board of Trustees should pay you. They are the one that created the warrant list, bills list, put it together, and they sent it to us. They have been doing that for several meetings now, and they haven't added you. Come on now. It ain't the mayor. So I just want to point that out because I think everything should be on there. Something else you residents don't know. Do you know that we are in dire restraints over at the village hall? The VA, y'all have a whole VA, village administrator, let them tell it, that it's never at work. that does not do their job? Do you not know that they did not have paper today? Clerk knows that. Clerk Key knows that. I came and asked for copies of challenges. She didn't have no ink. She didn't have a lot of stuff, but people want to get up here and lie, but that's cool. They keep lying to y'all. You can ask the department heads. They have a lot of things that they're missing in our village as it relates to simple things like supplies, doing day-to-day operation, invoice, papers, all kinds of stuff. But these are things that you don't hear about because they don't want you to know about it. But if you ask the questions and find out the truth behind everything that's going on, instead of just, oh, they said this, that don't make it right, that don't make it true. It can't be that they telling the truth and I'm not. Come on now. You got to give me the benefit of the doubt like you would do anyone else. So I want to point that out. Next on here that I wrote, I want everyone to know, yes, Trump is our president. You have to accept it. You have to deal with it. You have to live with it. People can be mad, be in their feelings, but guess what you cannot do? Take away his presidency. He is the next president of the United States of America, 47th president. And our job as real leaders, this is what real leaders do. We reach across the aisle. We say, hey, congratulations, you won. We did. Unfortunately, Democrats didn't do their job. We have a committeeman, which never is anywhere, no polling, never there, and they was at the polls doing nothing. And I said this in my live video, so when people want to rehearse and say what I say, get the facts right.
Blame game.
There was no signage outside.
Blame game.
No literature, no 110s to be passed out to you as a palm card. No one guided or directed the people. That's what they don't tell you or show you. But watch my live. Y'all say y'all follow everything I do. You will see with your own 2 eyes that it wasn't there. As it relates to trustees or other people that could have been outside doing what they do, they weren't helping. They was trying to help themselves to pass you a piece of literature with their faces on it, but not give you something to help guide you in this very, very important historical election that just passed. So yes, Trump did win, and congratulations again. This is me saying it publicly to our new president of the United States. Now we have to work together, because guess what? What color makes blue? Red. So we have to collide with the colors and make it work out for the best of our ability. So I want to point that out. Next.
Who's screaming?
What else I got here? All the energy that you guys place into me, I wish you would pour that into yourselves. And that means your lives, the love for your family members. If you pour that same energy into yourself, you will be so much further in life. But yet y'all come here, I don't understand. That must mean you got number time on your hand, and you come here and waste time to talk about negativity. I don't push that. I don't produce that. I care about people. I push love. I focus on leading with love, and you should too.
She's talking down to them.
A lot of you guys are
their
our
fault.
Elders, are the people we're supposed to look up to, are the people that's supposed to guide us, but yet you're not guiding us. We don't look up to you because you're so negative and you're so filled with hate. We must stop that, guys, because guess what? Our youth is watching. I took a ton of youth to the polls yesterday, a ton of them. But what did you guys do? But push hate. So all I'm saying to you guys is look in the mirror, focus on yourself, focus on your life, focus on your kids, your husband, your wife, because the energy you're giving me, you can give that to them, and maybe your life will be a little more better, a little more smoother if you just do the same thing you're doing to a person you don't know, but you're a big fan of. So I want to push that and point that out. Next, and the last thing that I have,
all your fault.
Before my vetoes, is that for our giveaways, we have a turkey and ham giveaway, which we do every single year. It's off the chain. I invite the media to come out. As always, y'all come here to the mess, to the little hate meetings. Won't y'all come to the real meetings to see the love that people really have for the Superman? It's the same day because they follow what I do, so it's the 23rd. And we will be giving away free turkeys and hams to everyone in all of my communities. That's 17, that is, time over. So please come out. Come get some great footage, talk to some people that actually got a different perspective than what you see here with a handful of people. Because guess what? Just like Trump, I'm going to come in on a landslide on both seats. Know that. Remember this moment when I landslide and come in for the victory like I always do. Next, the toy giveaway.
Got the landslide.
The toy giveaway. We also are registering people for the toy giveaway. That's another item you must qualify for. So, and again, you come up here and you say the opposite. You must qualify. Please call us at 708-596-6042. Sign up for the toy giveaway. You can also go to Toy
She's
Township,
like a used car salesman.
East, 162nd Street in South Holland. You can go there tomorrow all the way to Saturday. Tomorrow is from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. in the lower level. And then on Saturday, you can go from 11 until 2 p.m. So if you're interested, if you don't have money to get them toys, and now it's not the Dollar Tree toys when you tore the arm and it burnt. Nah, it's none of that. So show up, come get some good items that we have for you, and sign up for the services if you truly need it, seriously. But for real, look in the mirror, guys. Stop judging people because only God can judge. And remember, landslide. Remember, victory is mine, said the Lord. Watch what I do. All right, that's it for me for my comments. Oh, I did have two more things. A couple things. One of the trustees stated about bank accounts, which was Trustee House. I don't think you guys should be messing with bank accounts. I know nothing about that as it relates to you guys switching the account over. And you guys should ask questions before you do that.
She lie like this. She knows all about the bank account.
Because I don't think you guys should be on a bank account or dealing with anything as it relates to money.
Dog.
That's number one. Number two, the budget. I don't understand why we don't have a budget, just like I say any other time.
Liars lie.
We know that we're supposed to pass a budget come April, May of the beginning of this year. And still, it is now November, going into December,
Thank you,
going into
Karma.
the new budget cycle. We should have already passed the budget. It shouldn't be we still working on it. It don't take that
I
long
appreciate
to
you,
sit and work
Karma.
on the budget.
Thank you for
sit
the
down,
donut.
you agree to disagree, and you come up with a balanced budget or whatever you want to take out or put in. You do that, and you present it, and you move forward. But operate without a budget, I am not for. So I think you guys should really, really work on that and say what you do want or don't want and move forward so we can go into the next budget cycle, which we are about to do.
Thank
it's
you,
a lot
Karma.
of things I do have to say, and I am going to hold a town hall meeting. And when I have the town hall meeting, all is welcome. You know, press, I will call you out, and you will hear facts versus fiction as it relates to evidence that I do have to show residents, because everybody, they try to use my words, but I ain't got it. They've been bamboozled, hoodwinked, and led astray. You will see the truth for what it is, because I'm going to put it on paper, and I'm going to show you what it is at that town hall meeting. So stay tuned for that. That is coming up, and I will announce that probably next week
Your words.
as it relates to the town hall meeting.
There's 7.
Next on the agenda is, my vetoes. Oh, can't forget my vetoes.
7 as it relates to.
All the vetoes, I am vetoing the things from the last agenda. The new village attorney will give the clerk a copy of the vetoes that we are vetoing. It's several different items, including things that they try to pay for themselves. Like I said, they got conferences on there, and each and every month, they literally put one of them on there. First it was the clerk, then it was Kiana, then it was Tammy, then it was Brittany. Each one of them, every time, but they say we broke. Why they ain't fixing potholes? Why they not paying for concrete? Why they ain't paying for certain vendors? This is what you should be really asking yourself, but y'all ain't asking the right questions. But yet you see, y'all drive past the little spot to get here about the school. That same gravel is still there. When we have water main breaks, they can't even buy supplies. They don't even have clamps to clamp the water main break. This is how bad it is, but they're not telling you because they're not paying the bills. They have to pay the bills, but they're paying themselves, they're paying their friends, they're paying the contractors. They got the lawyer on there this evening. The lawyer making what is it, McGrath, what, $139,000? But they say we don't have money. If we don't have money, you're making a way for your lawyer. You're making a way for your friends. You're making a way for contractors that didn't do village work. So make that make sense. Someone point that out. Next on the agenda.
What she's doing.
You gonna make sure you get her the vetoes, right? Okay. Next on the agenda, is there a motion
put you on the defense.
For the village report? Well, you wanna say your report? You got a report? You wanna say your report? You got a report or not? Hey? That's what I'm saying. Do you have?
I just asked for the copy of the video. You just said you're going
Yeah. You'll get. That's fine.
You just said I'm good because
No, I didn't. I said I'm gonna. Clerk, for the record, so she put in the record. The
Okay.
attorney's gonna give the
Good
clerk my
afternoon,
details, so
evening,
she
everyone.
will have that. So stay tuned.
Good evening. I'm
All right.
going to do my report right now.
Okay, clerk.
Thank you.
So
So
disrespectful.
I am asking
Let's
for
get
approval
salty.
of the minutes for the regular Board of Trustees meeting on Monday, October the 7th, 2024.
Okay, so you
Can I
know you
get
can't
approval?
ask for a motion. That's my job. So I asked you, did you have a report? If you have a report, something you want to talk
For a
about,
motion, Mayor, can I finish?
you just said
I
you
let
asked
you
for a
talk.
motion.
Let me have the
You
floor.
just said you asked for a motion.
I said I asked for
Okay, go ahead.
approval,
Go
which
ahead.
I do every month. I'm asking for approval. Can you guys hear me? From the, I did not ask for
Popcorn.
more. From the Board of Trustees for the minutes for Monday, October the 7th, 2024. Maybe if I speak lower, people will understand me.
Yeah, she
I'm
rude as fuck.
motion that we approve the meeting.
Okay,
minutes
it don't
from
work like
October
that, guys.
7th,
Y'all are so out of order.
2024.
So let me bring this back. That's why I always say, let me educate you. I got 2 lawyers on my side.
Let me educate you.
You cannot ask for approval, because approval is like asking for a motion. And trustee, you cannot recite a motion until I call for the motion. You guys don't follow no rules in here. Is everybody do what they want to do? Go look it up. And it'll tell you each step. But y'all want to surpass me and just do what y'all want to do. It don't work that way.
Gosh.
All right. So the village clerk is asking for a motion to approve the regular Board of Trustees meeting on Monday, October 7th. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second? Second. It's been motion second. Any discussion? Call the roll.
Call the roll. Where you at, Taiji?
Go ahead.
Where the fuck you at, Taiji?
For the October 7th meeting?
Call the roll.
I wasn't present for that meeting.
Stanley
Okay.
Brown.
Okay.
If he does the
All right,
corporate
call the
bills, the under-over for the corporate bills is 4.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown wasn't present,
No.
so okay.
Under-over
Thank you.
4 cents.
Trustee Tammy Brown. Aye. Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes. Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed. Thank you, board. I appreciate
All right,
your
next we
assistance.
have village
I'm still on the clerk's report. Can I
Yeah,
finish
well,
talking?
Come on, what's wrong with you,
I
girl?
didn't tell you. Let me finish my
Okay,
part.
go
I did
ahead.
not
Right, you
interrupt
came in
there.
27 minutes late, bitch.
I asked you, did you have a report?
Okay, guys, let me just be clear. She mentioned something about me
Shoot.
with supplies.
Look at her face.
I
She's
just want to
pissed.
correct that. Yeah, the village is low on supplies because none of our vendors want to give us supplies without cash first. So supplies are being ordered, but it's not that someone is neglecting their job. It's just simply because we are broke. You know, and you guys all know that. And when you talk about disrespect, and they're always talking about respect, but yet they sit here and disrespect. You have a clown sitting here who comes to work every day and don't work there. So I will apologize right now because I kind of stepped down a little bit, but if we were not broke, we would have supplies. And the staff is doing their best to get supplies. So it is not like I am here complaining. I am just following up to
Insufficient
find out
funds.
where the supplies are. But they're coming because they have been ordered. So that's what's really happening. And first of all, this is a board meeting. We should not be speaking on internal matters in a board meeting. I would not bring that here. Thank you very much.
All right. So, okay, if we're broke, how they're paying themselves? You're so broke, y'all not getting paper, ink, pens. If we so broke, why are they on this list to get paid? They got several different items to pay themselves as trustees. We so broke, why you paying for conferences? We so broke, why you paying for, you out of order, you out of order. So, why we so broke, why are you paying for this stuff? That's the
Kiana
problem.
pissed.
You out of order. And y'all don't want to follow our rules of order. When you can't take the heat, and you won't have the floor, trustee. Please stop. But y'all got everybody on there. We so broke, you paying a lawyer $139,000, but we broke though, right? We can't get simple things, can't do simple things like get supplies and items that's needed to do the day-to-day operation. That's the problem that's going on right now. So residents that do listen to me and pay attention to what's going on, you see it for yourself. But they give every excuses for why they trying to prove they stuff. Now get this warrant list and see what they approve this evening. And I'm going to veto it because I am not with it. But they're going to make sure they approve to pay all their friends, but we're broke, right? So we're not broke if you're still spending money on things that's not needed. So that's where we are with that. Village administrator report. What a village administrator at? What a village administrator? No village administrator, he's not here neither. Oh, he's still missing? And that's the other issue. Nobody comes to work. Nobody. It's a ghost town in our village, but go check the payroll. Check the payroll. Everybody's getting paid. Everybody's getting paid. And that's the problem that we have today, guys. You have to check facts. You can't just go off of hearsay. Engineers report, nothing. Department heads. Y'all got names by department heads. So let's get straight to it. Let's do corporate bills. Corporate bills. Electric warrant list. Is there a motion to approve the electronic warrant list? Is there a motion? Is there a motion? Motion. Is there a second?
Get the shit out of me.
Second. The motion second. Any discussion?
Jump.
Yes. Go ahead.
there are a few items on this electronic warrant list that it says it's from November 4th, but just even as you stated, some bills are still getting paid because the money is coming out the account. So I'm trying to figure out, I had a concern about 3 CINS that's still on here. And then I actually spoke to the vendor that came up today from TNT Cleaning.
Maybe she got that good coochie though,
stated
Steve.
That she got paid through American Express that Chief Lacey had August 5th for $1,550, but then on the AP warrant list it has the same date with the same amount for a check to be cut. All other invoices have been approved by us. We're waiting for your signature on the check so they can be released. And then on last meeting, because we never received a written veto, so everything that happened October 7th is valid. The question was about these leases, which still, when you see the amount of money that has been spent for these vehicles, it's almost $70,000 just for these. And you keep hollering and telling these people we don't have no money, but this coming out the bank account. So I am a little concerned about what you're saying right now, but I would like to make sure that 3CINS LLC comes off. And if you have some clarity, because the trustees do not make the warrant list, let me say it again, the trustees do not make the warrant list. The CPA, the village administrator, whoever conducts this list and provides it to us, could you please make sure that someone can answer why this is on the electronic warrant list and the AP warrant list?
All right, anyone else?
Yes, I have one question. Okay,
Tiff's jacket is
because
too
we
tight.
received a few different lists. I want to make sure we're talking about the electronic list that has a total of $419,174.71. Is that the same one? We received 5 different lists in our packet.
Yes, $419,174.71. That's correct. For the electronic warrant list for payments for September 2024, and it was printed on November 4th, 2024.
What's up, Antonio?
And then the other question,
What's up,
I heard
Richard?
Trustee
How are you,
Belcher
buddy?
mention removing this item. Do we need a superseding motion for that, or what's the parliamentary way that we accomplish?
She could just remove it. She want to remove an item like y'all always do. Or y'all act like y'all don't know what y'all been doing. So that's it. She want to remove an item. Y'all entitled to remove whatever item you choose.
I want it removed, but I also want someone to answer the question about why it's on the electronic list and it's on the AP list.
And your answer is this. You guys put this together. You should have asked the people when y'all put this together. The trustees put this list together, and that's before me. So I got this email just like y'all got an email. You guys consult with the VA, and y'all put together this list. So stop acting like y'all did not, because that's how it got created. Because if I had it my way, every bill would be on the list. So you guys didn't consult with me. Y'all put the list together, and that's where it's at. I had to put a motion on that just to get Robinson Engineer paid. So you guys put it together, now you want to play like y'all don't know what's going on. So take your item out and do what it as you will. And as it relates to not signing checks, you guys know this too. Jason House has been signing checks. He's not even on the bank account. So y'all need to stop playing the games. So tell the truth, shame the devil. But y'all study sitting up here lying about facts that I know and y'all know. So that's where we are. So there's a motion in a second. You want to remove the item and call the roll.
I have a comment on that.
Go ahead.
I have not signed checks in 2 months. I have only signed the checks that Judge Cohen has given me the authority to sign. That will conclude my comment.
And that is not true, but don't worry about it. I will prove it. All right, moving on. Call the roll.
Oh boy, get the popcorn
Trustee
out.
Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown. Trustee Tammy Brown. Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes. You said no? Okay. Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
All right, next on the agenda, motion to approve the AP warrant list. Is there a motion to approve the AP warrant list? Hello, is there a motion?
Hello.
May I read the warrant list into record, Mayor?
Go ahead.
Okay, the bills for November 4th had the corporate payments of $614,503.11. Gross payroll October 4th, $422,069.88. Gross payroll October 18th, $433,424.09.
What's up,
Now,
Fubar?
the fitness center register, $1,244.32. Total corporate payments, $1,471,241.40. I motion that these bills be paid.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
All right, any discussion?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Since you never answered the question for the electronic list, the TNT cleaning, which the young lady just stated that they're 4 months behind, but it's only 1 month on here because all the other months have been approved, but it's on the electronic warrant list. So I'm asking to remove it off the AP list and leave the $3,200 that's on the September invoice to be paid, because all other invoices have been approved, they just haven't been paid out. But I am saying this so it does not conflict with, it was on the electronic warrant list that was paid through the American Express, and I thought we ain't had no credit card, but and now it's on the AP warrant list. So that's the only reason I'm asking for it to be removed, because it's two different places. I want to be very clear so they don't think that I'm saying that not to pay y'all, but every other one has been approved by the board. The checks just have not been issued.
Any other questions, comments? Okay,
Bill
so for
Cosby's
me,
talking.
I have several things that's on this warrant list that you guys created.
He ain't said a fucking thing.
Core
Whole
Consulting
thing.
Group, that's the IT. I don't think they should be paid as it relates to, they haven't even been in the building doing work. Our employees have been sitting for months without anything to do. This is stuff y'all don't know, because they stopped their internet access as it relates to email, and then also systems access, so they couldn't produce or do any work inside the building. I brought this up, I've told it to trustees, especially Belcher, and I spoke to several other people about this, and they did nothing about it. So that's number one for the IT company. Number two, just to show you what I was saying, Odison, he got several invoices on here, and it's for $136,000, $580.52. That is for Odison. But y'all say we broke, can't buy paper, pens, and ink. This is my point. Next, the other issue on here, you got Tammy Brown. Y'all say we broke. Here we go, Tammy Brown, for $619.82. That's for Tammy. Last one, y'all had Kiana on there. Last one after that, y'all had Clerk on there. Y'all put everybody on there every single cycle, but rather than y'all miss it. So if they that broke, why stop? Don't pay y'all. Y'all say conferences, you ain't got no money. So don't pay for that, and pay for the supplies and the things that's needed for our village to operate. On here, y'all put Robinson Engineer, and that's what I was speaking to. I added that on there as a line item to pay them their money. You only put on here for $5,116.33. I think they should be paid all their money. If you're paying your attorney $136,000, you should pay them all their money, because guess what? They are our water operator, something really important, something really crucial. If that goes down or goes wrong, we are in trouble. But they're not paying the people that do the important parts to keep our village above water. So I want to point that out, and all what I stated was for the record. So that's my statements. Do you guys want to remove Tammy Brown from this warrant list?
Excuse me, my $619 supposed to come out of fund that is for training for the trustees, which was $10,000 that we never seen. So my $619 compared to your $200,000 is nothing compared. So you want to talk about $619? Talk about what you have spent.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Trustee,
Absolutely.
hold on.
Let's talk about it.
You got that all so wrong.
You got it
and that's what I stated before.
All the trips that
you gonna let me respond to
and you haven't brought
Y'all
back
don't worry about what I
anything
do. I didn't take anything from here.
I can see if you taking a trip and you
Nothing
bringing
from here.
something back
Show
for
me.
it. You're not bringing
Show
back
me.
anything
Show
for
me,
it.
trustee. You said a lot of lies. Please show me.
Man.
You keep saying I travel from here. Y'all mix up both bodies
We
of
just
government.
don't see you there.
Okay,
If all the other mayors are there, along with their board. We just don't see you there. So my 619, I'm entitled to it.
Trustee, you shouldn't be getting 619 if the community is suffering. If the community is suffering, you guys shouldn't be getting anything. That's what y'all don't understand. You should not be getting 600 of anything because we are without concrete to fix holes. We are without clamps to do water main breaks. Trustee, are you done?
No, I'm not done
Okay,
yet.
I'm gonna let you finish, then I'll respond.
She gets her check just like we get our check. Again, we are in this position now because she screwed up the money.
That's right.
So now you want to point the finger at yourself. The reason why these vendors are not being paid because she didn't pay. And then you go out and get contracts, and who signed them? Who approved them? Again, do your job and know your job. Everything that's supposed to be with these vendors is supposed to come before the board, and they have not. So you got people on this warrant list from 2021, 2022, 2023. Now you tell me whose fault is that? When the board has voted to pay these vendors and they're not being paid. So whose fault is that? Somebody answer that for me. Whose fault is that? And you want to cry about $619. I give you $619.
All right, well, give it back to me, please. I want it back. So today, take your name off here and give the $619 back. So you're going to make a motion to give it back, trustee? So make sure you give it back. So let's clear up some things, because this is where they confuse you guys at. As it relates to them getting things for travel, it is a bill. This has nothing to do with a paycheck. So when she make innuendos about, did you get your check? Y'all got y'all check too, and y'all
got 11.
So this is a separate bill that comes off the list. So she's getting that extra $619. As it relates to budget, and she says
12.
a budget line item, it's a budget line item to travel for anybody. So how is it good for them but not good for me? You cannot say tomato. You got to sit here and basically go off of what it is. Right now, trustee, you just said you want to give it back. Please do that. Amend this warrant list and give it back. Because I'm going to call you on your bluff and you say you want it, you're going to give it back. So let's make a motion. Let's make a motion.
Money is there for training.
Trustee,
the money is there for training.
So basically,
at the end of the
give
day.
it back. Give it back, trustee. So do y'all want to amend that motion? Because trustee just stated she want to give the money back.
That's why we watch it,
Give the
Kaboom.
$619 back. Do anybody want to amend the motion?
Thank you. I appreciate
anybody
that.
want
Thank
to
you.
amend the motion? Trustees? Nobody?
Can we get it moving?
Trustee, you don't run a meeting, I do. That's your problem. So you just stated you want to give the $619 back. So
It is
please,
8:14. Can we keep
put
it
your money where
moving?
your mouth is.
Can we
Please give
keep
it back.
this? Can we get back to business?
Our own business. This
Can
is
we get
discussion.
back to business?
It's discussion. You talked all that
Can
stuff about
can
you
we
wanting
get
to
back
give
to
the
business, Mayor?
$619 back.
Can we get back
So
to business?
let's give it back, trustee.
I
Make
got
the
a motion to call the
amend it,
vote.
Amend it, and let's go.
Second.
I didn't call for the motion. You guys cannot supersede me, and that's y'all problem. When we in discussion, we're in discussion. At the end of the day, you made a statement. I'm calling you on your statement. Your statement was, I will give you the $619. Cool. Let's make
Mayor,
amendment.
Pardon me,
and
Mayor.
give the $600 back.
Parliamentary procedure. You have two attorneys sitting next to you. You can ask them. They can make a motion for the roll. They absolutely have that right.
I still
There's a
have
second.
to acknowledge you, sir. So until I acknowledge you,
I
we're in
don't care.
discussion.
I don't care if you acknowledge me or not. You have two attorneys here. Ask them
Thank
what
you,
the
Michelle.
parliamentary procedure.
Thank you.
Okay, it don't work like that. So you can be smart mouth at all you want. You should take your $136,000 out. That's what you should do. If we that broke,
Okay.
why you over here taking all the money from our village?
Okay.
If we that broke, you should give all that money back.
There
So,
is a motion and a second to call the roll.
so anyway, as I was stating, we're in discussion. And as it relates to discussion, I'm stating that Tammy Brown should give her $619 back and 82 cents. I'm also asking for the board to give back the $136,000 that Oderson and McGrath and Frazier and Murphy is getting. You should make a revised motion to give everyone their money.
Let me clear the air. Let me clear the record here.
You out of order. You out of order. You said you had nothing else to say, right? Okay, then don't say nothing. So that is my motion. Those are my motions as it relates to
the $619 is on the warrant list to be paid. It's not
you got so much to say.
It's not paid.
Trustee.
It's on the warrant list to be paid.
Correct. So take it out. Take it out.
I'm done.
Thank you. I thought you was done a long time ago.
Are we calling for the vote?
I thought you was
All right,
done
so
a
that's
long
what it is.
time
Okay,
ago.
so nobody wants to do it, right? All right, call the roll.
Call the roll.
Thank God. Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Pure gold,
Trustee Tammy
Plurtec.
Brown. Aye. Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes. Trustee Belcher.
13 status.
Motion passed to pay corporate bills, AP warrant list.
Okay, remember, when you walking down the sidewalk and you trip, they could have paid for it. All right, here we go. Is there a motion to approve the ordinance 24-015, engaging the village? And it's not the village, it's trustees council, let's clear that up. Legislative council as the attorney for the municipal officers electoral board of the village of Dolton. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Okay, so the attorney has advised me, which I know you know, because you're a lawyer down there, knows this too. This is an improper item placed on the agenda. This board has no merit as it relates to the electoral board.
14.
You know that, I know that, and he definitely knows that. So you guys cannot put a motion
Thank you,
on
Sam.
the floor before this body to choose your own legislative counsel to be the counsel for the electoral board.
This one was given to me by
attorney,
Josh and his wife.
McGrath, I think you should advise your client, whoever placed this on here, that that's
Trish
not
was
legit.
telling me about it. So you should try streaming them.
With all
They're
due
nuts.
respect, Mayor, you're completely wrong. There's been a motion and a second. It's properly on the
we owe
agenda.
it to Trish and
Either one of the
Josh.
attorneys sitting next to you can advise
And the
you.
attorney did just advise me, sir, and that's why I'm speaking to it.
Mayor, if you could just let me finish. Either of the attorneys can advise you. If they call into question anything on the agenda, there's another procedure they could follow and take that to a different venue, and I welcome them to do that.
Okay, so let's call a roll.
Let's call the roll. Why don't you get up and whip his ass then?
Okay, so he stated that it is still improper. I stated what I stated for the record. It's illegal to do. And then also, just so people understand what this is, because a lot of people don't understand this lingo. We have an electoral process.
I'll
The
make it
electoral
easier
process
for
is
you
when
right now,
someone
Crow.
challenges you
Check this out. Are
as
you
it
watching
relates
your
to you filing
screen, Crow?
petitions. When you file your petitions, we have to create a body as it relates.
There was another as it relates to that's
The
15.
attorney want to explain it.
Counsel, with all due respect, I advise the mayor that this is not.
You out of order. Stop. Go ahead.
I advise the mayor, council, that this is not the municipal officers electoral board. That board is different from this board. This is the Village of Dolton's trustees board, right? The MOEB is a statute, is a creature of statute, according to ILS 510, council. This is not that board. That motion should be properly addressed by the proper board.
Are we in comments, discussion?
No, we're talking, the attorneys was talking to each other as it relates to that it's an improper
16.
item on the agenda, and he just gave him the rules, the state statute of where this item should be is not
The
before this
rules?
body. They do not control the electoral board. Guess who controls it? It's myself, it's the clerk, and it's the senior trustee. Those are the 3 individuals that's on the electoral board. They know that, I know that, we know that. So to put it right here for a vote before you guys is improper. It's not the way it works or goes. Let alone you want to basically appoint your legislative council when you're the one being challenged.
That's not true.
When you're being challenged in that process. So I'm just pointing that out as it relates to what's going on.
So there was a motion and a second. Are we in discussion?
I understand.
Or
that.
60.
So
Sorry,
you gonna let me finish?
I want to talk.
All right, he said, go ahead. Y'all gonna vote on it? Go ahead. All right, call her up.
Trustee, are we in discussion?
Oh, y'all got something to say? Go ahead.
I do. So, to be very transparent, since he started quoting ILCS, whatever he was quoting, it would be unfair to anybody when Mayor Hinyard is running, Jason House is running, the clerk is running. So for it to be no inconsistencies and nobody saying somebody did this wrong and somebody did that wrong, the purpose of putting this on the agenda is for the county to be the electoral board where they're not biased because of all of these people that are running are be there. So yes, you are the mayor, but if all of y'all are the people that's on the ballot, that would be unfair. So the purpose of this ordinance, and I'm sure if you read it, you would see that it's for the county to come step in so there will be no biases of anybody that put in any objections, because the only person that put in objections is DeMarcus Quigley against us because they couldn't find nothing else to do.
Fucking
So
DeMarcus.
just for the record, you still got it wrong. Everybody that knows the process, been through the process, remember, I've been elected since 2013. As it relates to you removing
18.
someone from the body, if you feel they're biased in any way, they do a public member. That's how it goes. They bring a public member in and they replace the person that's sitting there, especially if they're the one running. That's how it goes. So for you guys to try to supersede the process and place this on the agenda is wrong. That is not how it goes. Like I said, y'all give misinformation to the public and not the right information. But this is your way of, again, trying to control the situation at hand. Please do your homework, residents, before you just believe the hype of what goes on around here.
Believe
But
the
we're
hype.
done. I got you. I'm letting you go. All right, moving on. Call the roll, please.
DeMarcus Quigley the third, Proly.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Staying.
Trustee Tammy Brown. Aye. Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
All right, next on the agenda, motion to approve ordinance number 24-016.
Yes, ma'am. Counting as it relates
of the
to.
municipal code of the Village of Dolton concerning penalties for violations of the village
Just for her.
animal control ordinance. Is there a motion?
I believe we're at 19.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right, is there a motion second? Any discussion?
Yes, so at the last meeting, we had discussion regarding residents receiving high fines for their loose animals. We had the discussion, and myself, I've spoken to some residents, and with speaking with the board, we decided that we don't want to outprice, or our job is not to make the fines so high that the residents cannot afford them. We do understand that accidents happen with dogs and animals, so we do understand that. So we changed the fee and the fine. Instead of it being $500 on the first offense, we changed it to $150 for the first offense, $250 for the second offense, and $500 for the third offense. We are in hopes that residents just be mindful.
It's a mess,
be mindful
isn't it,
of your
Richard?
neighbors. We do understand that accidents happen. However, we want to also be safe, and that's the main goal. So we are changing the price, and we will make a lot of other changes over the next few months. I've noticed enormous amount of animals loose. I've been in this village 20 plus years, and I've never seen so many stray animals. The problem is not the animals that are that the residents own. The problem are abandoned animals. So we need animal control. I brought it up once before. You stated that we have animal control, but what you really meant is we have an animal control vehicle. So we do have an animal control vehicle that you purchased unapproved by the board, $80,000. It was approved by the board, but there was no process. And when we see here, that's our whole concern as a board, the process. It's not necessarily that the ideas that you come up with, we're not against the ideas, but everything needs a process and a procedure. So we are supposed to have animal control. We should have found certified people to run the animal control. Right now, our issue is, we had an issue, I called around, I've done my research, I've spoken with the county. They have an issue because they said that we have an ex-officer who wasn't following the process. So because they wasn't following the process and they were doing unimaginable things with the dogs, the county suspended our need to,
What's he doing to the dogs?
They're not allowing us to operate right now. So what we need to do is figure out how we can become licensed with the state again so that we don't have these issues and that we could eventually hire someone certified to run animal control so that we can have the animal control in place for the residents. I also called the Humane Society. Once upon a time, we did have animal control, and the process was when a resident called, the animal control would pick up the animal and they would take them to the Animal Humane Society. Well, they said that we owe them money. So right now, they're not allowing the animals to come there. So the issue is now we have all of these animals, we have nowhere to place them, so they're just running around the town, procreating and making more, when we just want to get control of the issue. So this is the first step.
Got them dog gangs.
All right, anyone else?
To be like that in South LA.
I think you guys should pay the bill. If you pay the bill, you got somewhere to take down. So that's an excuse. And as it relates to these ordinances that you put together, I think you guys are way behind the 8 ball. Y'all had over 3.5 years to do something, and you guys haven't created anything. But now, guess what? It's election time, so you're digging in the crates trying to create whatever possible, such as play with animals. I think that you guys are going down the wrong road with the animals. I think you guys should leave the fees where they are. I think you should actually increase them, because what they don't tell you, or they're not telling you, is, you know how many people have got attacked by dogs in Dolton? These all police reports right here. Police reports. People getting mauled to death. Did y'all know that in Dolton? These are reports that we got. But yet we talking about charging $100 for a loose dog, a pit bull. I'll give you a story. We was out running about, what, 2 months ago, Will? 2 months ago.
Need
When
more
I
stories.
say a pit, was that a pit? What kind of dog that was? A pit was loose. Chased the mail lady down the street. She was screaming her heart out. I had to call the police because we weren't going to get bit too.
You waiting for her?
Waited, called the police. But when the police came, the person came and got the dog already and left. I asked the young lady, is she okay? She wants to still work, do her route.
Yes,
But these are issues
dog.
that we got in our town.
death.
Another issue. I drive around the town. This is what people should know about me because I care. So about school time, I'll say 3:30. You had two King Corsos. I think I got them right. Them big vicious dogs loose. These are all recorded because I called the police. So these are all in reports that you can go check. So imagine kids getting out of school. So if people running down the block and the dog chasing them, what do you do? Until it happened to you, you will understand why people got strict penalties in place to protect you, resident. Because one guy got ate up, and it was behind Trina Down's house by 2 pigs or Germans or something, he said. She told me. So I'm saying that to say that when all this happened, and the man had to get skin grafts. So y'all talk about these things, but don't look into it and do it all for a click and views and for a political gain, but yet y'all ain't doing y'all job or research. You should leave the fees where they are. You guys should actually increase them and hold people accountable, because when one of those dogs get loose, what are you going to do? All you going to say is we're going to charge them $100? That's it? But your person's
Thank you, Smoking Toad.
Like, make that make sense. It makes no sense to me. I think you guys should revisit this, either table it for another day, or you should increase the numbers so that people are accountable for their dog that is eating up people in our village. So that is my comments for it. I pray that the board consider them
people
and
in our village.
amend that ordinance.
Them king courses eating up the people to death.
I'm going to conclude with this before I vote.
And them two
again,
Germans.
I heard your stories, and your story is every reason why we need animal control. We need animal control. We need you to figure out how you can make things right with the state so that we can be certified, so that we can actually get certified people to operate the $80,000 plus truck that's been sitting for 3.5 years. And when I've stated it, I heard you say, well, it's 3.5 years later, and I never mentioned it. Anyone watching the meetings, which they watch, they know that a few months ago when I mentioned it, you said we do have animal control, Trustee Norwood, and that's what you stated. So all I'm stating to the residents is I know that she done flew from Vegas to Atlanta doing a whole media tour with the whole entourage, paying $50,000 for travel here, $50,000 for travel now there. Now we're broke, and she wants to put the fines on the residents of the taxpayers. And to me, that's not fair.
Thank you, status
So
quo.
with that being said, I vote to amend the fees so that we're not overpricing it and making it too ridiculous where the residents can't get their loved ones back in reference to their animal, because their animals are loved ones to some people. So that's my stance, Mayor. Thank you.
All right, so let me remind y'all of what's what. As it relates to our
there's 21.
animal control unit, we do have an animal control unit. And trustee knows that. So for her to get up here online and say 3.5 years we ain't had no animal control, because we went on her block that she don't live at. She don't live at the address. I'm mad that I didn't challenge you on that. But anyway, when we got to that address, it was 2 loose dogs that we went and picked up with the animal unit that she keeps saying we don't got. And she gonna call and make a post and say, hey, it's 2 loose dogs. Why you didn't call us? Why didn't you call the police? It's kids out there. I got the call from one of the residents to show up and show out and get the dogs. So this how important this is, but she studied, hiding behind other stuff, going left on other things. Talk about this. Right here, right now. We need to amend it and make it right. Somebody get ate up. Just remember, y'all look for Trustee Norwood, because she the one put this in place, because $100 is not going to help you with your comfort. Because them dogs are loose. People jump over gates all the time, meaning they're animals, and then they have to find the owner, and some of them don't even have tags. So they ain't got no tags. Who do you charge? Now the dog just loose, ain't got a tag, and ate up everybody in the community. Make that make sense. So all I'm telling you guys
make
is,
sense.
I pleaded with the board, I've asked them to reconsider and revise this, and then we can move forward. But if you're going to take that stance, I will be vetoing it, by the way, just so we're crystal clear to the public. So if they pass this, it will be vetoed at the next meeting. All right.
Residents call down police department and see if there's any animal control for yourself.
Anything else?
So you know.
All right. Call the roll, please.
Call the roll.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Everybody got
Trustee
ate
Tammy
up.
Brown. Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes. Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
All right. Next on the agenda, is there a motion to approve ordinance number 24-017, authorizing and providing for the issuance of its 1.6 million taxable general obligation bond series 2024 of the Village of Dolton, Cook County, Illinois, for the levy of a direct annual tax significant to pay the principal and interest of said bonds and approving a tax escrow agreement. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
There a motion and a second. Any discussion? Call the roll.
Call the roll.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Tammy Brown. Aye. Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes. Trustee Belcher. Motion passed.
You know, President goes to the majority, scared to vote for that tax levy increase. Okay, next on the agenda, is there a motion to accept the memo regarding the enforceability of the vehicle lease purchase agreement for the Ford Expedition, Chevy, and the Chevy Tahoe and the Durango? Is there a motion?
I make a motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there a motion and a second? Any discussion?
Second that emotion. You better call the roll. Yeah, she said a fire explosion.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown. Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes. Trustee Belcher. Motion passed.
Next, is there a motion to declare the lease purchase agreement unenforceable and to return the Ford Expedition Durango Chevy Tahoes to the lender?
She was about to say it again.
I make a motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there a motion second? Any discussion? Call it up.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes. Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
All right, I'm gonna go back. My bad, Trustee. Trustee Holmes had a statement or something you want to make. Go ahead, Trustee.
Oh boy, here we go. Is it about the sexual assault? Hopefully. Probably not. Trustee Belcher has gas. She busy farting.
So, the cars that we are discussing is one of the Chevy Tahoes, which one of the person that's the detail drives, which is a luxury vehicle. It's not a police car that's on the street. The other one is the Expedition that the fire chief had. The other one is a Tahoe that was sitting, and then the Durango that the previous chief had. If you tallied up just those 4 vehicles of the lease, it's $9,145 per month, which will save us $109,740,000 a year.
Holy shit! $9,000 a month for those 4 beat up things.
Coming off of the street for the police. These are the other vehicles that were unapproved.
Who got
by the
them
board.
at 25% interest rate?
Okay. All right. It'll all be vetoed.
Who
All
signed
next,
for that?
Is there a motion to approve a policy? Took the vote already.
Bro, break it down. It's 4 cars. It's $2,500 a
All right.
month.
Next on the agenda is there a motion
Those aren't
to
new
approve
cars.
a policy to enforce the return of all village property within 24 hours of separation from the property? Is there a motion?
Crazy.
Motion. Is there a second? Second. Any discussion? Okay. Why is this created? That's my discussion.
I don't even think
You
Ford
said what?
makes the
Why is this
Expedition
created?
anymore.
So put this on the agenda.
I created it. I put it on there, and the reason that I put it on there is because it's a lot of liability. So I'll give a couple examples of things that have happened when people terminate. If they're laid off, if they're terminated, if they're leave from the village, they should be returning the village property within a reasonable amount of time. We have somebody that was laid off in August that was driving a village vehicle, and now it has mysteriously disappeared, and I don't know where it's at. But if something was to happen in that vehicle, we would be liable for it. So it should be a 24 to 48 hour time frame that all village property be returned. This has nothing to do with anybody personally. This has something to do with the liability of the village. Also, those vehicles, and I can say 2 of them that we were talking about, the previous person left and only gave 1 key back, meaning that another key is somewhere around. All of village property should be returned, just as if you had left someplace, you have to turn in your ID, you have to turn in whatever belongs to that village. This is putting us in a very liability, I'm sorry, I need to make sure I say it, I gotta call them liability and high risk. We already have problems with insurance. We already have problems with all these lawsuits, and this can cause a lot of concern.
I think they buy them, Renee.
I put it on there. I placed it on there because I
They
believe
buy them
there should be a
fleet.
time frame that all village items and property be returned if somebody separates from the village.
And they sell off the
so
fleet
with
at
that being
auctions.
said, I'm not in disagreement with anything being returned to the village.
And
I
they're
totally
no
agree
good
with that.
anymore.
I don't think that it's a need for an ordinance or anything to be created because HR normally tells you to give everything when you part from a employment.
Yeah, right.
So I
Richard,
just
that's what
think
I
y'all
thought,
just
yeah.
making things for no reason when
No.
it's already something on the books that states when you leave, get fired, quit. Normally you go in HR office and they ask you to give those things.
They
If
ask
you don't
you?
have them, they say give them the next day or whatever. So I just think this is just a waste of money as it relates to, I'm pretty sure
22?
the lawyer down there charged to create it when it's something like that on the books
21.
because everywhere or anybody that has an actual job has done it or created it. So-
Mayor, I'm, and this is something that we agree on, but you saying that that's what's supposed to happen. Obviously, it hasn't happened if these people still have the property. So we're putting it as an ordinance to hopefully it be enforced because, as I just stated, it's a liability. So when these type of things happen, yes, it is common nature that human resources do this, but obviously, whatever the situation
22?
is,
Okay.
it hasn't happened. So I think if it's in writing, it's more enforceable.
Okay. Well, we both agreed for once on something, which I just stated I agree with it. Is no need for this. And if HR, someone's not doing their job, you should let people know so that we can talk to them on whatever they're not doing, which y'all talk to HR. So call the roll.
Call the roll.
Trustee Norwood?
Aye.
Want to know what this chick
Trustee
right here is
Stan
getting
Brown?
paid
Aye.
with her laptop
Trustee
out,
Tammy
not
Brown?
doing nothing,
Aye.
not saying anything.
Trustee House?
Aye.
What's she getting
Trustee
paid?
Holmes? Trustee Belcher?
Aye.
Motion passed.
All right, next, motion to approve 2 business licenses. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there a motion and second? Any discussion? All right, go ahead.
A little information on this 1445 city.
Well, they put this
Sorry, I
on
didn't, I
here.
didn't hear the question.
Said-
1445 city. You said, do we have the information?
Yeah, is everything, all paperwork in
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What business is that?
That is the gas station on the corner of Sibley, right next to the bowling alley.
Marathon or something?
I think it's the Shell gas station.
All right, any more discussion?
Better call the roll.
All right. So you guys want to approve 2 business licenses, and you stated that they turned everything in, correct?
Shit got turned.
Okay. This is the main reason why the board do not get in the day-to-day operation and should not have any input on who get what license, when, where, or how.
Does
At the end
not.
of the day, we always had a process in our village. And I'm gonna allow, William, you can come here, you can take my mic. To the mic to speak to the facts of who got what. Okay, y'all out of order. Okay. You out of
Uh-oh,
order.
the
You out
gavel
of order.
came out.
So, as it relates to items.
23.
I have to take the vote.
Can you see that mic?
He doesn't work here.
You gotta be so rude. That's so rude. So I just want to point out, as it relates to items and things that
24.
are not completed, but this board want to surpass the process and give their friends, homies, whoever, licenses when we have a process in our village.
Homies.
As long as you go through the steps, follow the protocol, no problem. But when you come here and you sit here and you just want to approve licenses without checking with our departments to see if they did everything, it's beyond me. So my question is this: who got paid? Who on the tape? Because at the end of the day, why is this up here? It should not be before the body, because that's what they do at the village. That's what the employees are for. But right now, we constantly come in here asking the board to approve things that they should not be approving. So, William, go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I just want to just explain that with the housing department and permits and licensing, there is a process in place. The particular business that you're speaking of, when we researched it today, first they had not had their fire inspection, which is one of their requirements. They have the building and fire inspection. So when you say, Trustee House, that they have all the credentials, I don't know where you got the proof that they had all of their credentials. They still have to have their state license. We checked today, they didn't have their state license. And there's various other things without divulging this particular business, all of their information that they is required. We will reach out to them tomorrow and inform them of those things that's required in order to get a business license. With the leadership of Mayor Henry, we have come to the conclusion that majority of the businesses here, and I quote, the business that was last Friday, said he's been in the village for 30 years. Then I had to provide him with his articles of incorporation,
It's too close.
estate
Pull it back.
licenses, inspections. He said he never had to have that. So with our code enforcement, we sent them out there. This particular business had water leaking through tiles onto hamburger that our citizens was actually purchasing. So we let them know that it's important, it's imperative, before the village signs off on these business licenses, they have to follow these procedures. Those procedures was not in place until Mayor Hinder came in. There was no process, no procedures, no job descriptions from director, manager, supervisor, and clerk. And so this is based on all the ordinances that we have in place. So we will reach out, Mayor, as we inform you, to this particular business and let them know of the things that's required before they can obtain their business license. Because we want to be, a business has to come into compliance before we can actually provide them with their business license. Okay?
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So the reason why I asked him to come up so you can hear from someone that's in that department, because you get information and it's the wrong information that is given to people. They don't do the process. But then they go and say, oh, they stopped me. They won't give me a license. They want this. Why they don't do that same song and dance when they go to 10 Lee and Orland? They tell them no until they come into compliance. It's the same with our black and brown communities. You got to come into compliance. Once you do that, fine, you approve. But you must follow the steps.
Comply.
You cannot think that we can go to a board and say, hey, can you approve my license? But yet you ain't did everything you're supposed to do with our village. But then they get up here and lie to y'all and say, hey, yes, they did everything. Everything's been approved and they're done. And that's not true. And that's not true. So what I'm saying to you is that you have to pay attention and hear every side before you decide on what to do. And that's where we are today. So that's why I'm stating that with these businesses, as long as they come into compliance, we have no problem with it. We want businesses here. I am the most business-friendly person there is. I want people to keep going and keep growing. That's how I started. I come from a small mom-and-pop store. So why would I not want somebody else to have the opportunity to grow within a community, especially ours? But I want them to do it the right way. Because if somebody gets sick, somebody get injured, in one of the places that they just approved, the village gets sued because we approved it. And they didn't do an inspection. And you go in and something fall down on you. You go cook some raw meat and it's not cooked to a certain temp. But we approved them. It got to make sense, guys. And I need you to see that. And stop just going with the hype of negativity, because that's not what it is. We want people to do things the right way, and then they have no problem with being approved. I just don't think they should be coming before a board that don't work there, that don't know if they did A through Z. So that's where it's at. So that's what we need to work on. So that's my statement for it. Anybody got anything else?
Yeah, I do.
Go ahead.
That's
Go
right.
ahead.
I flew there. She grew there.
Okay, on this business specifically has submitted everything to the village administrator as well as the Ms. Carlisle who's doing the permits. So if you have questions, I would say please have an employee contact the administrator and they can provide that documentation to them. That's on this business specifically. I will say prior to this administration, the board did not need to be involved in business licenses. This is the least business-friendly administration that I've ever seen. That's right. It takes it takes businesses up to 6 months and they get no responses, no answers. That's the reason the board created this process. If the employees will do the job and make sure these people are followed up with and comply, we have no problem getting out the way. The board is not trying to oversee all this stuff. We're doing this as many other things because the job is not being done. Once the job is getting done, the board can fall back and just do the legislation that we signed up to do. At this point, it's not happening. So please, I would welcome people to do their job. I would welcome the permits to go back to the employees. And when that time comes, we'll get out of it. But at this moment, we are trying to make sure that businesses get the license they're entitled to. Because of this board, 23 businesses got the license that they need. Dolton is the only community that in order to get a business license or a liquor license, you need an attorney. Why the hell is that necessary? It doesn't make sense at all. So when we talk about bringing business, we have to make it more business friendly. We have to let the businesses know, and that's what this board is doing.
All right, so right now you guys are impeding on the day-to-day operation. That is not your job. That is not your job to do, and you're impeding on the day-to-day operation as a trustee. Y'all job is to legislate. That's all y'all do. You guys cannot sit here and circumvent the process. The process is what it is as it relates to a business coming into our community.
5?
And if people get their stuff right, they wouldn't have to go through all of this if they make sure they do it right the first time. I have made videos and showed you guys of people going on fake news, lying, and I've showed you the truth. So that's just what it is. And for people to get up here and grandstand like they're not doing their job, stop it. Tomorrow, show us what you feel that they got, because they don't have it. We checked today, and I made sure we got our facts before we came to this meeting, and they don't have what they need. And then as it relates to the second company, what is it that they want to do? Now, as a sports complex, what is this? So every time you guys put something on there and then approve it, but no one else knows what's going on. But then yet, y'all use me for the headlines in the news. But you're the one that's sitting here creating all the tension and all the things in our community because you guys voted for it. But the problem is the mayor is the executive branch. I don't know. Good question. Where is the VA? And that's the other issue. VA's never here, don't do his job, don't communicate with people. He reports, guess to who? The mayor. And he's been reporting to the board of trustees. So who really is running what? But yet y'all point the finger. It's not right. It's not fair. So I just want to say that. So again, y'all can approve it all you want. It will be vetoed. The person needs to come up into compliance with us, the village. Once they come in compliance with the village, it's not a problem with approval. But they must do that. They must follow the steps. So I want that for the record. So once you guys go and do these political games, put things on here for political plays, make sure they follow the process. That's where we are. All right, call the roll.
Call the roll.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, trustee.
LeBron?
Yeah, I need a motion to table it.
It's been a motion to table it. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been motioned and second to table it. Call the roll.
Call the roll. You better call the roll.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee House.
No.
Farouk.
Trustee Holmes. Trustee Belcher. Motion failed.
Ooh,
All
motion
right.
failed.
Look at that. Great. Thank you. Next is...
Sorry, let me correct that. This is a motion to table item 12G.
Next, is there a motion to approve a settlement agreement in the amount of $900,000 to Camille Williams versus Dolton settlement?
$900K?
Okay.
Damn, they get 900 and they broke. How are they gonna come up with a 900?
Oh, I'll make the motion.
You hit 1 million
all right,
points? Shit, yeah,
let's pause for 1
BJ?
minute. Attorney got a
What do
question.
they give you, a pencil eraser or something? Probably nothing. They should give you something. Should be interactive and they like send you $500 or something. I don't know. Something you can have that's tangible, you can use. She must have died. Yeah, that German dog attacked her. It was the Germans. Ate up the whole town.
Okay,
Make it
I
make
think-
sense.
Are you tabling it? What you doing?
She says that and then follows it up with make it make sense.
Okay, what are y'all doing? Tabling it?
What are y'all doing?
Okay, is it a motion to table? All right, so motion to table. Is there a second? There a motion and second. Call the roll. Call the roll.
You better call the roll.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes. Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion tabled.
Mayor, if I may, the attorney has a statement about it being from a federal judge, so I want to let him.
Okay, well, y'all probably should go to closed session because everybody down here is saying y'all should talk about it in the back. And I agree. I don't think y'all should put whoever business that is out in the open. So
if you want, we can go into executive session. I was just noting that this litigation was handled by an outside firm, Michael Sparrow from Hinshaw and Culberson. There was a settlement conference 3 weeks ago, and this was agreed to, and it's partly with the village and with the village's insurance carrier. The village really has no say. If they want to go against the settlement, then the village will be on the hook for paying all future defense costs and any difference in the dollar amount. So you go into executive session. I did not handle it. I know generally what the case is about. The attorney who handled it is not here, obviously, but it was pursuant to a settlement conference in federal court with the village administrator, that attorney, other attorneys, and plaintiff's counsel.
Oh, Jackie Treehorn.
All right, thank you. Next, is there approval for the audit engagement letter? Is there approval?
I motion.
Second. Is there a second? Second. Is there a motion and second? Any discussion? Okay, well, my question is, how did this firm come about?
This was a force-placed audit by Susanna Mendoza. We could not identify a firm that would accept, so Comptroller Mendoza identified a firm that will take on the Village of Dolton.
Okay, that's great. All right, is there a motion and second? Call her out.
Trustee Norwood?
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown?
Aye.
Trustee Tammy Brown?
Aye, aye, aye.
Trustee House?
Aye.
Trustee Holmes? Trustee Belcher?
Aye.
Motion passed.
All right. Next, is there a motion to approve resolution
Gina.
number
I'll give it to her.
24-010,
Thank you so much, Gina.
authorizing payment for the Village of Dolton Special Counsel Legal Services? Is there a motion?
Better call the row.
No motion? Is there a motion to pay the legal fees? All right. Is there a second?
Second.
Is there a motion and second? Any discussion?
Yes.
Go ahead.
You didn't provide any documentation with this, so how much is you're asking for payment? What is the payment? Do we have a contract?
So
Anything?
obviously you didn't read because there is an attachment to it. It's called the resolution. And in the body of the resolution, it states the payment for legal services.
Where?
It say what your lawyer get.
I know what services is now.
It say what your lawyer get. It ain't no contract. It's a resolution. It's in there.
Okay, can you give me the number? To pay something?
Like, why put your mic down when you have a mic stand right in fucking front of you? It's what the mic stands for, so things like that, you don't have to hear that. Or damage the mic from being placed down all the time. Oh, yeah. Yep. Thank you again, Gina. I appreciate you. I found it.
There you go. You can review mine, but it's in your package. All right, just find it. And here go the second page.
The firefighters at the fire say they have run out of water. Not a
It
good
say
thing.
whatever legislative council gets, it says it on there.
So why wouldn't it be a dollar amount?
What's the dollar amount that he get?
That's live.
That's why I'm asking.
McGrath, what's the dollar amount you get per hour?
Why are we using legislative counsel to determine
I'm asking.
your request?
She just asked me the question. We trying to make sure it's fair, that it's across the board. That's all. Whatever they get, make sure they get. Yeah. So
Josh,
to be there
great
every
to see
time
you.
an
Happy
individual
Victory
does
Day.
work.
Hope all is well over there.
He's trying to get paid.
Hopefully your son's okay.
Any more discussion?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Is Delgado still?
Say again.
Is Delgado still with us on this here?
I cannot hear you, sorry.
Is Delgado still with us on this here?
Delgado dropped the
special-
cases, so we had to bring in a different counsel to handle all the village's cases. So no, they're not.
Yeah,
No longer
CW.
on record.
That's what they were saying.
Wait a minute. I thought this was special prosecution. I thought that was for like the tickets and stuff.
So many hops, so many moving around, trying to save other structures. Happens.
No, Delgado dropped the cases. Y'all not listening. Okay, what we doing, guys? So it's been a motion and second to approve payment to the Village Dolton
That's
Special
live.
Counsel for Legal Service. It's been motion and second. Any more discussion? All right, call the roll.
Plenty of houses still smoldering. There's
No.
3 alone in that shot. 4 in that shot burning.
No.
All right.
How big
Okay,
that house is.
So to make this
Jeez.
statement for the record,
It was.
you call the last person.
It's a beautiful home. Was a beautiful home.
Slow. All right, so we did everything, so here we are. I just want to make this statement for the record, so please make sure this is in the minutes. So the judge told this body, this board, they was all in court with me, that they should do the same thing that they do for their counsel, which is create an ordinance / resolution, and it's in the document, and you guys can check it out, news, so you can see what the transcript stated that the judge told this body to do. They was all in court. And it said, to be fair, you should pay counsel. So if you're not going to pay counsel, we created exactly what the judge told us to do. And then we get up here, and then everybody vote no. So make that make sense. Thank God we're in court tomorrow. I appreciate that. So in court tomorrow, we'll bring this up, because at the end of the day, we have to sit here and go through this. But I want to point that out just so you understand the why and how it came to be on here. It cannot be good for one side and then bad for the other side. Cannot be. But that just show you the control that everyone does. Next on the agenda, motion to approve payment of invoices to Robinson Engineering. Is there a motion?
I'll motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
There a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Yes, Mayor.
Go ahead.
I have the invoices that were just brought in today, and these are invoices from 2023, January 24. These have already been approved on a previous warrant list. We have never removed Robinson Engineering from the warrant list. Just to restate, of course, I will support this again, but these have already been approved.
Okay. Well, Ron is saying the opposite, so that's why it's on the agenda. So hold on. So if you guys want to reapprove it, then we reapprove it. If it is checks already cut, made, or whatever, then they can void the approval. She don't have to cut any checks, is what I'm stating. So you guys are in favor of it, correct? All right. Call the roll.
Call the roll. You better call
So we're
the
calling a roll on something that's already been approved?
You heard what he just stated. Come on, man. Just said he's in favor of this.
Okay, Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes. Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
All right. Next on the agenda, is there a motion to approve the appointment of the police chief,
Yeah,
Ronnie
Brandon.
Burge? Is there a motion? Is there a second?
Second.
It's been motion and second. Any discussion? Call the roll.
I have a comment on this, Mayor.
Okay, go ahead.
Just as we're going into the next one, so my statement is going to be the same for the next 4 points. None of the individuals listed here, the resume has not been provided to the board, no confirmation of background checks, no confirmation of salaries, and for some of the contract individuals, no confirmation of certificates of insurance, malpractice insurance. None of that information has been provided to the board. So I'm going to be a no for all of these until we can get the proper due diligence.
Okay, so for the record, guys, y'all need to stop. Y'all know I'm entitled to my appointments as a mayor. And as a mayor, I will get my appointments. I'm doing the process because I was told that this is how it needs to be. I put it before this body to support me in making sure I have management in place in every area throughout my community. Because right now, as you guys know, y'all involved in a lot of mess. And right now it's time to clean up the mess. But I need people in place to manage those departments. Because those departments are not being managed because you guys been laying people off. Y'all have it as a ghost town. People not showing up to work. Y'all paying these high salaries and they don't even come to work. What you paying people to do? This not COVID. They need to come to work and do their job. It's not COVID. Especially the police department. You need a police chief. And y'all know that. That's why it's being ran raggedy. I hear that all you trustees are being, have been going over there to the police department, especially Trustee Belcher. Y'all in police business that should not be. I keep telling y'all, stay in your lane. Because you be involved in stuff later on because you think you run stuff and you don't. You are a legislative body. I keep saying that. I'm the executive branch. You're legislative. All you do is make laws and also pass a budget that you have not passed. So I'm asking for your support, which I knew you guys would say no, but thank God, state statute say that I'm entitled to my appointment, whether you say yay or nay. And that's the great thing about having the executive powers.
I like that, Queen.
I have to put it before you to hope and pray that you support me,
I love Pepe.
which I thought you would, because at the end of the day, all these departments are being ran without anybody. So that's my statement for that. Call the roll.
Pepe's my favorite. I'd wear a Pepe shirt, but
no, we just on air.
you won't see it because of the green screen.
No.
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 Okay. So I just want to point out to the residents that you see, my board of trustees have been trying to gridlock me. And as a mayor, I'm entitled to the appointments that I have before you. And that's how you're able to run a smooth operation. And they like to create...
Smooth?
They like to create conflict. And they like to create chaos, which I'm not for. I really want this to run smooth and let everybody run their own department. Next, is there a motion to approve appointment of village attorney Angela Lockett?
A motion.
Is there a second? It's been motioned and second. And this is her resume. She said pass it down to y'all. Pass it down. All right. It's been motioned and second. Any discussion?
I just have one thing to say.
Go ahead.
With any position, anybody that has been in HR and have an HR background, you would have a background check ran. Nobody starts until the background clears. That's for any reputable company, business, or anything else. Any person that has an HR background would know that. It's nothing wrong with you putting them on here. Where's the background? Has it been ran, and is it back? Simple as that. We've made this mistake again. Why go back down this same road again with not running backgrounds and not making sure that these people are qualified for the position?
First of all, everybody up here is overqualified for their position. So please put
Overqualified.
some respect on their name, like I tell you to do me. As it relates to us here,
27?
we are African American beauty. I'm gonna say that. And with that being said, we are great. You have attorney to my left, and y'all don't want to give them the opportunity. This is Max Allen. He has been practicing law for years. To my right, you have Angela Lockett. She is awesome. And this got to, because y'all need to stop playing with people's names. They are attorneys. That means they passed the bar and background check. They wouldn't be an attorney. And as it relates to anything else, as it relates to Ronnie Burge, all y'all know his credentials. You know he has been a police chief in several different locations. And as it relates to Michael Smith, y'all need to stop before he sue y'all for defamation of character. He does not, and I repeat, he does not have a background. Just because you don't like him, don't make it right on what y'all say about people. So please,
again,
please,
stop
defaming. Hold on, trustee. Please stop defaming people's name, because it ain't cool, it ain't fair, it ain't right. Stop. I'm entitled to my appointments, and my appointments will be who I choose it to be, because I did that before, listening to a body of picking people that I didn't choose. So this time around, I'm picking the people that I choose to sit in those seats, because you need people that is for you and not against you, or not trying to sabotage you in your camp. And these individuals, like I stated, are overqualified to run the day-to-day operation. So, moving on.
Let me just say this. Again, with qualified, I don't care if you are qualified. Any reputable business, as I stated again, anybody that works for a business knows that you have to have a background check. I don't care if you are qualified. Every individual needs to have a background check, and you don't start until your background clears.
That's true.
And that's only because you're going to cover your tail at the end of the day. Yes, okay, qualified?
Due
You say they're
diligence.
Qualified. Where's the background check?
So
Again, we've made these mistakes before. You picked those other people before, and then look again. So background checks. What's the argument? Let's do the background checks and move on from there.
Let's be crystal clear. I never picked anyone with a background. They do not have a
They're
background,
all
and they
elected.
can't start work
Fear.
pending a background check. So we are going to move forward. Thank God it's my appointment. So we're going to move forward. Tomorrow, each one of them will be in HR. And I don't think your attorney did a background check, so I don't know why you want my attorney to do a background check, so stop it. But the people that work for the village, sure, they will do a background check tomorrow. They will go to HR, get their paperwork certified and done, and then they will send them on their way. Background checks don't take that long to do. So that's where we are with that. So, because we're not waiting no longer. Y'all had me without any of these people in place for several months. You guys have crippled the village, and I am here to fix it. Because now we don't have anybody in place to do the things that's needed to run the day-to-day operation. So, well, thank you. I appreciate it. So I just wanted to make sure.
Mayor.
So, go ahead.
No, and I just want to kind of state, because my original statement was I was very intentional in terms of just saying the information had not been provided. I do not think that anybody deserves to have their name defamed. So that is not the intention. I believe the process that I'm looking for before making a positive vote would be either a resume for a contractor, a background check, and either voted yes or no. But there's no intention on defaming anybody, but the board does have the authority to make the decision based on the information presented. At this time, we received no information, and I will be voting no.
Okay, let me clear you up, because again, y'all send improper information out. Y'all don't have any authority to do anything. You guys are supposed to do advice and consent. What that means, just so we crystal clear, advice and consent states that they're supposed to agree or disagree. And that's it. And then guess what I get to do? Still appoint my appointments. That's how this goes. So I just want you to understand how the game goes, how they keep trying to act like they control me. They do not. They have no authority over my office. I am the executive branch. Again, they're the legislative branch. We learned this in 8th grade. Gosh. Why y'all ain't got it yet. So anyway, moving on. Call the roll.
Trustee Norwood?
No.
Trustee Stan Brown?
Yes.
Trustee Tammy Brown?
No.
Trustee House?
No.
Trustee Holmes?
Yes.
Trustee Belcher?
No. Well, y'all
Motion
just added
failed.
of saying no. Okay. Next, is there a motion to approve appointment of special counsel? Is there a motion? Is there a second? Is there a second? All right. Is there a second?
Call the roll.
Anybody?
Anybody?
Stan? Stan, can I get a second?
Stan, please. Rubber stamp it. They were already calling you out, Stan, because
Yes,
you rubber
no?
stamping and everything. I guess not, Stan.
So y'all don't want me to have special counsel
Oh,
as
that-
relates to cases for the
Oh,
village of Dolton?
29?
This the game we gonna play? All right, thank God I get to still a point. All right.
Or is
there-
that 30?
Next,
I think
is there a
that's
motion
30.
to approve appointment of executive?
I think that's 30.
assistant?
So I have a question.
Is there? I'm in
I got a
motion.
motion.
Is there a motion?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been motion and second. Now you can speak.
So, executive assistant, when did it become an appointment? And then, what is Jacqueline Richardson's position?
Trustee. you and I spoke in the lot, the parking lot that is, and we talked about all of this and all the people that work in our village and what do they do. Hey, y'all out of order, stop. Let us finish what we doing. So we did all of that, and you know the answer to those questions. So for you to get up here, hold on. So for you to get up here and act like you didn't talk with me, you spoke with me, you and I, and we talked about everything that was going on in the village, everything that was wrong, who did what wasn't approved. We talked about all of this, trustee. But yet you come up here and have amnesia. Come on.
Have amnesia,
you
Mayor.
know what's going on. You do.
What's
So we here for executive assistant. So
what's Jacqueline's position?
So basically we're here for executive assistant. So I'm asking for
That's
your
not an
approval.
appointed position.
It's what?
That's not an appointed position.
Trustee, it's on the agenda. I either have your support or I don't. So you're going to support me since it's not an appointed position? Do you support me with my hire?
It's not an appointed position.
Do you support me with my hire, trustee?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. That's my
You
point.
know I
know.
don't.
You don't. Thank you for saying that for the record. Y'all don't support anything I do. So anyway, call the roll.
Call the roll. You know. You know I don't.
Trustee Norwood.
No, I hate your ass.
Trustee Stan Brown. Trustee Tammy Brown.
No.
Boy.
Trustee House.
No.
Trustee Holmes.
They hate each other.
Trustee Belcher.
No.
Motion failed.
Okay, so couple things. I just want to reiterate what just happened. There was motions for several individuals. A motion to appoint the police chief. Guys, hey, order. And y'all do know the judge got a login shot for heckling or doing anything, so I'm gonna make sure you know that tomorrow. So anyway, a motion, there has been several motions made. It's been a motion for the police chief, for Ronnie Burge Sr., and I had 2 votes on that and 4 noes. And then there was a motion for approval of village attorney, Angela Lockett, and that
Right,
was
Chaos?
also 2 yays and 4 noes. And then I had a motion to approve appointment of special counsel, Matt Solomon. I understand why y'all want no other attorneys to eat, just y'all attorney, huh? So that motion failed. I didn't get a second. And then I had a motion for executive assistant. I got 2 yays and 4 noes. So that's where we are with that. Moving on.
Moving right along. Bing, 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 bing. Dun, 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 dun. Moving right along. Man, thanks to her being 27 fucking minutes late. We're 9 minutes or fucking 8 minutes shy of 3 hours now. Jesus.
All right, so the attorney advised me to make sure I put this in the record. As you guys know, I am entitled to have temporary appointments.
You are entitled.
Currently, right now, these individuals will be my temporary appointments. I already named them, but I will rename them for record. And that is appointment of police
Thank you,
chief, Ronnie
PQ.
Burge Sr., appointment of village attorney, Angela Lockett, attorney
Right,
Matt
PQ
Solomon
makes them
for
look
special
more
counsel,
sane.
and also executive assistant for Michael Smith. Those are my temporary appointments, which I am entitled to by state statute. And then, of course, next board meeting, we will bring it back up again to see if I will keep the same individual or I will go with new people. So temporary appointment goes every 30 days for those that don't know how it works. So I want to make sure that it's in the record. That's for the record clerk. So when I see the minutes, I want to see those statements. Next on the agenda is there a motion to terminate the law firm of Odison, Murphy, Frazier, and McGrath? Is there a motion? Is there a motion to terminate the law firm of Odison, Murphy, Frazier, and McGrath? Is there a motion?
But she brings the gold here, as excruciating as she may
Anybody?
be.
Anybody motion? Stand? No?
If we take her out, then everything is calm and
Andrew,
nice
no?
and running.
We on the last one. Motion to terminate Odison.
No point to watch.
Is there a second?
I think it's more user error, tribe.
Jason, want to second that? Nope. Nope. Tam, you
She's
want to
got a
second?
loud voice. She needs to learn to less projection and pull it away
She
from
really
your
does
mouth.
this thing. So,
That's why I'm not here on my mic like this. I'm back here because you can hear me.
Okay, so that was only a motion and not a second to terminate Odison. Murphy, Frazier, and McGrath. I put them on here at every single board meeting.
Vodka's
And the reason
in
why
the
I
water.
put them on the agenda
Goddamn
because they
vodka,
are taking
man.
advantage of our community. They are overcharging us and they're creating
vodka.
chaos and confusion among our residents. So I want people to know what is going on, and I put it on the agenda just so people can see it for what it is. I stated earlier that they put on a bill for $136,000 to $39,000, but yet they keep saying we're broke. But yet they're the only law firm that's constantly getting paid. I see that I didn't even see an invoice for a Delgado group. So it's just sad to see that, but yet y'all don't want to appoint my attorneys to make sure that things can get done. And I'm going to make sure that you understand this. They are not the village attorney. I did not vote or appoint their law firm for our village. I did not. But yet they want to come in and do the strong arming and take over the cases for our village. And that is what I am fighting up against. That is what you don't see or don't know or don't understand. So I just want to make sure that I put that in the record so you can understand why I say terminate that law firm that don't mean our community any good. They put a fake recall together that they lost, and when they lost the recall, they still charged the residents for that when they knew they couldn't do it because they did it in 2015, I think, and they lost that. Then they came back and did it again, and that recall was Stan Brown, me, and Robert Hunt. So all I'm saying to you guys is pay attention to your money, pay attention to the wallet, because right now people are taking advantage of you not knowing, you being misinformed with misleading information. So I want to point that out. Last but not least, my vetoes. I stated that I was vetoing certain things, and on that veto list, because I want to just put this in here because y'all don't remember a recall, she had a payment for reimbursement for travel for Trustee Belcher. They paid $7,800 to Big Woods Barbecue for tea with the trustees. Y'all eating barbecue at tea with the trustees? I don't think so, but it's cool. And then they had the payment to Odison, Murphy, Frazier, and McGrath. And then they paid Nikita, I don't know what she at, $2,500 or $3,500 for a website. Like, I'm just saying. But everybody paying their friends, but y'all don't see what's really going on before you. And then also, I am also vetoing other line items. I only stated these vetoes just so you can understand, but normally I just say I'm vetoing. We give the vetoes to the clerk. The clerk has a copy of it, and you can get it from them. Next. All right, next is our motion to adjourn. All right, it's been motion and second. Colorado.
You better call a roll.
Mean adjourn. This is adjournment, right?
Yeah, this for adjournment.
All right. Oh.
Y'all ready?
Y'all see?
Okay, call a roll.
I was just smoking, not really doing rounds. I don't know. Did like 6 bags already.
Aye.
All right, enjoy your day.
Aye. All right, I guess that's it. Look, he came in with his gun. He got a gun on him. Oh boy, that's the security detail. Rolled in with the Gizat. Shout out to the Dolton trustees. Shout out to Critical Smoker. Shout out to the DEI sound guy collecting the mics. That's a good way to do it, too. Notice we didn't hear anything from Stanley Brown. And old Bill Cosby over here. This dude didn't say much. Old Stanley getting paid and didn't do much. You know?
I'm talking about residents. If you hear me, if you hear my voice,
Again, thanks to Dolton trustees. I'm going to link his channel again. And click like and subscribe on his page. Let me do this. Let me link it right now. There's them doing the weather. There's the fire.
test.
All right, there's the link to his page. Click like and subscribe on his page. He's on YouTube's. Well, I guess that's it. I mean, you know. No other fireworks. She's gone now. Oh, she's still there. She's just waiting to get up.
If you're hearing me, Dolton resident, we
What?
got tea with the trustees coming up this Saturday,
Tea with the trustees.
November 9th. The next weekend you're going to hear about it. We got a official campaign office headquarters.
Oh, look at that. That thing is moving. That thing's a moving. Ay, ay, ay. So many nice, beautiful homes just completely fucking demolished. Sad. Then you got you got to worry about motherfuckers in there looting, taking anything that hasn't burned. Ay, ay, ay. She's the mayor. Yes, Jarvis. Oh, Javarius, sorry. Yep. She's the mayor of Dolton, and she's also the supervisor of the Thornton Township, which is like a collective of 16 different cities, including Dolton. So that's why she calls herself the super mayor. You know, because she's the supervisor in one spot, the mayor in the other. And people say, well, why don't you just resign? Well, I mean, you're making a lot of money. She's making $400,000 or $500,000, I bet. And living in a place like that, if she really is like she says she is, I mean, she's living like a queen. I mean, but then I say to you, it's weird because, again, she's just got, you know, her eviction papers, apparently. They served her some eviction papers, so apparently she wasn't paying rent. So who knows where the money's going. But shit, chow. You out of here, Richard? Have a great night. See you on Friday, City Council meeting. So the saga goes on. You know, at least we got us a meeting, you know what I mean, where everybody showed up and you had, you know, a little bit of spice, let's just say. Because it's no fun when there's no spice. Just saying. It's a bland-ass meal. We want a spicy meal. So, I guess that's it for now. Keep the notifications on. I don't think too much is going on tonight because of the, you know, the fire and all that stuff. So, but keep the notifications on. We'll be live on Friday for the LA City Council meeting, of course, and for our normal stuff. Other than that, no, she's not getting fired. She's the head person. Who's firing her? The governor? I doubt it. I don't even think they meddle in it. In my opinion, I don't think they do. But thank you guys for the likes, the love, the donations. I appreciate all of it. The thumbs ups, they work. They're free. I appreciate those too. You know, hopefully everybody here is all right, man. At least you got out alive, and hopefully no more houses are burned or nothing like that, man. Yeah, this is the mountain fire in Camarillo Heights, Somas area, almost extending to Moore Park. So, I will, like I said, I'll jump on Friday. Other than that, have a fantastic night. On behalf of Stink Bomb and myself, we're out of here for now. I guess that's it. Be good. Bye, y'all.
Hasta la vista, baby.